Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 10 Combines. My name is King Willie. Today I am joined by Nexus as my co-caster, and we also have special guest Supreme, GM of the NA Nades, here to answer any questions we might have for GMs going into this season, as we have a lot of new faces joining us. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Nexus, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. If you hear background noise, it's okay. We're at LAN. This is a live event here. We have a bunch of crowds. We have people roaring. We have the Furrier fans at the back spitting at people. We already know what's up.
All right, awesome. So as we're waiting on some servers to pop up, Supreme, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a couple questions at you. First of that being, what are you looking at going into this season, especially going into draft? You know that's only about 20 days away at this point. So what are we looking at?
Yeah, we have a team in every tier, so it's not just looking at the tier that I'm in because I suck. I'm in Challenger. Somehow.
Yo, facts,
Uh,
facts.
yeah, I was actually in Contender and I boosted myself up last season, and the admins were like, "All right, he's gonna do it again anyways. We'll just put him in Challenger and save ourselves the headache." Honestly, it's like the number one thing I tell anyone that's new to the server or to the league is just have fun first of all, because when you have fun, you're relaxed, you're chill, you play a lot better. Play with some confidence. Once we have some combines in, you see your stats kind of progress a little bit. Um, what I look at personally is I look at some of the stats and I look at some, not just the ratings, but some of the deeper stats. There's ratings on T side and CT side. There's the util usage. Obviously, we're the NA nade, so we have to make sure that your util is on point. And I'm joined by my lovely team. Willie's on part of the management team. I have Carrie, I have Greg. I have guys in every tier that are also doing scouting, looking at demos, looking at all these things, sitting in VCs. So we try to look at as much as we can to try and find players that maybe, because again, the MMR makes a difference as well. So you might have a really low MMR but a very high impact, or you could have a high MMR and low impact, or you could be somewhere in the middle where you have like a mid MMR but your impact is not as high, but maybe your util usage is really good, or maybe you're an IGL, or maybe you're an opper. So in that sense, we try and look at like a holistic approach. And we try and do that in every tier. Obviously, every tier is a bit different, right? You can't expect someone in Prospect to have the aim of someone in Premier. Um, so each tier kind of has something a little bit different that you're looking for. So in Prospect, for example, you're looking for one or two of the players that have really good aim for their tier. So they're usually going to be the high MMR players. And then on the flip side, you try and get someone low MMR. That's kind of like a hidden gem, right? So the first season we had a Prospect team. We picked up Greg, who was literally tier min, and he was an MVP. And then the season after that, we picked up Apache, who again was tier min, and he's arguably one of the best operators in his tier, maybe even the tier above him. And then, so for example, in Premier on the opposite end, everyone has great aim. So you look at something else. You look at maybe their util usage. You look at their communication. Who's an IGL? Who's the one um, looking at the macro of the game, not just the micro. So each tier has something different that we look for.
Absolutely. Now, going off of that, you mentioned that you had some of your management team sitting in VCs, kind of looking over that. How would you describe kind of the scouting process to some of the new players? And after that, I have a viewer question for you.
Yeah. So I mean, the sitting in the VC thing is mainly to see who is the one that's leading the communication on the team, who's calming, what kind of comms we're seeing. Like, as much as we don't like to say it, there will be some toxic players. After all, this is Counter Strike, so we try and avoid. It doesn't happen often, but if we do see someone toxic, we do have a GM do not draft list. Um, Usually, we'll have very few people on it, because to get on that list, you have to be very toxic. If you're a little bit, if you get tilted or something like that, it's not a big deal. But if you're abusive to your teammates or anything like that, mainly what I look for is like who's leading the comms, who's not necessarily the IGL, but who's pumping up their team, who's hyping up their team, making sure that everyone's morale is up, because that's something that's intangible but makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. Now, a viewer question coming from Digital. He says, Supreme, favorite username you've seen from the new players?
There was a guy back when we only had two tiers. and his name was literally a barcode. Like it was just lines of different heights, and it spelled out a barcode. And I think that's probably the funniest one we have. We don't know. We just called him barcode because like what else would you call him? But that was
Did,
probably the funniest one.
did you ever?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Did you ever scan it?
No,
No, you
we
never
should have. That
scanned
was
the
a missed
barcode.
opportunity.
Were you afraid that it would be a Rick roll if you did scan it?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. All right. Well, going from there, I mean, I guess some other questions for you. For any DEs that might be watching the stream tonight, maybe they're missing out on combines or they're just waiting for their cue to pop. What specifically would you look for out of a player that you might be looking to draft here coming up on, I want to say it's the 24th or 25th?
24th, I believe. Yeah, again, like it depends on the tier, right? So, and it also depends on what we have as a team. So, for example, in our challenger team, we currently have a couple of players. We have me, who's generally the IGL out of necessity, and we have Paul, who's one of the best entries in the league. So in that sense, for challenger, I would usually not be looking for an entry or an IGL. I'd be looking for one or maybe two fraggers, an opper, and maybe like a support player. If you look at elite, I think we actually have 6 players, so we're gonna have to figure something out there. Contender, I think we have 5 players as well. Prospect and Premier, we're doing full rebuild, so we're looking for everything. We're looking for operas, we're looking for the riflers, the IGL, the support, the entry, everything.
Okay. Definitely, absolutely. Now, another question from Digital. What is your personal tier list of utility?
So I don't know if a lot of players, especially the new guys, won't know why we're called the NA Nades. It's because in Season 5 finals, I naded myself in the finals. Obviously, we did end up winning because we were good. So I don't even buy a nade anymore, to be honest. I just buy 2 flashes and just flash my team instead. It's a lot more impact because nade you can't. It's hard to nade everyone, but you throw one flash out, dust doors, dust long when your team's already out. It's like 4 team flashes right there, right? You get 2 of those. That's eight team flashes around. That's pretty solid. Exactly.
Absolutely. Now, aside from that, Nexus, do you have any questions here for Supreme?
No, not necessarily any real question. Just want to know just how you feel about the new season, how you feeling about these new players coming in, and just how generally excited are you for the upcoming season 10? It's a big number, the big 1-0.
The big one. Oh. So to be honest, I'm actually more excited about preseason than I am about the actual season. Because number one, you get to see all the new faces in the league. A lot of players, new people joining new committees. I think we have a new observer, we have new casters. It's really exciting to see all of that. I really enjoyed the transaction period where you can talk with the other GMs, try and make trades for picks, trade for players. I don't know if I can say this, but we've already signed, or not officially because the transactions don't open until 16th, but we've tentatively signed a new player in one of our tiers, who's actually friends with one of our existing players. So we're, all of these different things that you have going on in the off season, it's really fun. And then you have the whole scouting process where you look at all the stats, you talk to people, you talk to other GMs because they've got different perspectives, and most of the GMs have known each other for a long time, so we're all chill with each other. We're all like willing to trade information. It's not like like I'm sure in the NFL and whatnot, they don't do this. Like I'll straight up ask like Rask or Noodle or Spence, like, hey, what's your opinion on this guy? And they'll give, like, I know I'm gonna get like an honest answer. It's not gonna be like they're trying to trick me or anything like that. So the preseason is really fun. Then you have the season, you have the first few games where everyone's trying to mesh. You're trying to get the chemistry going. And as you get later on into the season, you can see how the chemistry is affecting the team. They get better and better. So many times we've had a team start like 1-3, 1-4, 0-4, and they end up top of the standings at the end of the season, right? Our challengers season, not this past season, I think it was the season before, we started 0-4 and we were I think 4th in the standings at the end. Our elite team was 1-5, I think, or something, a couple seasons ago, and they ended up like 10-5 or something at the end. So it's really interesting to see how the teams develop throughout the season.
Now, we
So
have one more quick question from the viewers before we get into, it looks like a game, and that's going to be coming from Monka here. What is the
That's
do not
free.
draft list? Yeah, I know it's free, but I'm going to call him Monka. All right. And what player traits can cause them to end up on that DND list?
Okay, so the D&D list is a do not draft list, and basically what it is just an internal document that we as GMs share between each other, and it just says that, hey, this player did this thing, just keep an eye out. Generally, it'll be like, for example, this player tilted, he said this to one of the other players that wasn't nice. Just be warned, right? It's not like an end all be all thing. Generally, you won't see more than like 2 or 3 names on that list, if that, per season. Like to get on the D&D list, it's like you probably had to do something pretty bad, and if that's the case, usually like there'll be some report or something. The admins will deal with it anyway. So it's just a list that we GMs keep between each other, just to warn the other GMs that, hey, this thing happened. Just keep an eye out if you're planning on drafting this guy. And just for the record, we've had people that were put on the D&D list that changed and became a lot better people. I don't know if you guys remember Paternal. I think he was on the D&D list at one point. He ended up becoming one of the nicest people in the server. So it's not right. It's not like an end all be all.
Absolutely. All right. Well, with that, it looks like we are just about getting ready to launch into a game here. I'm actually just reading Scrap's messages. And actually, go ahead.
So I think we have time. I think we have time for like one more question if we keep it short here. I've seen some people on the list and get drafted early anyways. Can you talk more about that? I guess people are a little bit confused due to transactions announcements.
For the D&D, again, yeah, like the D&D list is just a warning. It's not like a something that's like written in stone. Sometimes it's happened that, because again, we see it from our perspective or the perspective of someone that's reported something, and that may not be the full story. So there's been once or twice that I've seen is that they were on the list. We reached out to them and found out that they don't know the story was actually different. Obviously, we let the admins know. They dealt with everything, but yeah, again, like the list again is just an internal list. It's not like carved in stone, and it's just a warning that, hey, this happened. Just be aware of it. Go into more detail if you're planning on drafting these guys. Not a big deal at all.
I don't see any more questions. I do see one more saying, why is Nexus so awesome? Supreme, I don't know you very well, but can you answer to that question? Why is Nexus so awesome?
I've heard a lot of CSU players are liars. Now, I'm not going to say that person was lying, but I just want everyone to be aware of that. I'm just kidding. Nexus is awesome, and if he was available, I'd sign him to Nan.
I think that this might actually be a live game here. I was under the impression that games are getting canceled, but it does look like it does look like we are hopping into a game here. So I think we're going to go ahead and assume that this is a game for now. Let's go ahead and let's roll into this guy. And as we roll over, again, my name is King Willie. I'm joined by Nexus. Alex on your screen is our observer for tonight. That was Supreme bringing us in. And here we are in the pistol round. You're gonna see a quick mop up here from the T side. We are, I want to say, in a challenger queue here.
This is challenger indeed.
Yeah, we are in a challenger queue here. And so here we go into the second round. We are going to be seeing, of course, a buy coming out here for the T side, along with a force buy from the CTs, it looks like.
Definitely a force buy. Definitely, coming into this A4 meta now with the A1 that's being nerfed, forcing up second round is kind of the better choice, just to make sure you have enough money to buy. But here we come going fast out. It's taking out J-Man, but Season takes out Houston with the headshot of Gregorovic, out to another headshot with Spence. These trades are coming in fast and hot. K-House doubles up here. That is the A side taken. First shot. Oh, K-House.
Terrorists win.
And that's going to be a quick second round mopped up for the terrorist side. We should see a bit of a save coming out here for the CTs. And the T's will be able to rebuy up. We're going to see that op come out onto K-House along with a few AKs going around.
Yeah, we did. I believe Wilson did drop out, so we are going to see a tech pause here.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We do see the players coming back. And I was just corrected by Freeman. Since Spence is in this match, it has to be Prospect. So good point. That's a good tag, though, onto Owen here. And another good tag onto CN. J-Man really trying to put in some work there. And that work is showing out. But CN able to pick up a 1D. And here we go. K-House trying to put that off to work here. He's going to be dropping down. Oh, going for the no-scope, not quite hitting Seasons here, looking for something, and it does look like we did see a disconnect maybe, and Seasons, with the 2 quick kills here, and a knife coming out from Gregorovic. Just down to a 1v1, and Greg is going to get it while he's blind. Spence out of the server. And we are seeing just about every player leave. This is, I don't know if this is a real match, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go ahead and transition out of this for just a second while we're fixing these tech pauses. And yeah, as I figured, we are restarting the matches. I wasn't quite sure what was going on since that match did look to be getting played out, but hopefully we'll have a real game going on for you. Hopefully this time without Spence in it. Am I right, guys? No. But aside from that, we'll be getting it back up and running here shortly. Or we can watch the bots duke it out on this server. Oh, never mind. They're not
Reading
moving.
Kevin against Bank and Ivan or Ivan. I don't know, man. They're not moving. I think they're throwing. This is just like my matchmaking games. I don't know what to tell you, man. They're just AFK at spawn, trying to save up that money. They want to knock as fast as they can, and yet they can't seem to hit a shot.
But yeah, hopefully we're going to be seeing some good matches tonight. We are here for the long haul. And as we get these matches started up, I mean, keep in mind, if you are DE and you are watching this stream right now, it is not too late to go join into the queue and get yourself onto that board and get yourself eligible for the draft. So please, make sure that you're in queue if you aren't already. Every piece of participation is greatly, greatly appreciated here in CSC.
Yeah. CSC, just overall great community, great way to get started into Counter Strike. I know we had Supreme talking about what the GMs and everything are talking about and what they're looking for. But yeah, just having a positive attitude is kind of where you really what GMs are looking for. I know Supreme has said it before, and almost every single GM will say it again. Stats, I mean everything. Sure, stats, would look good on the stat sheet and helping you stand out as a player. But it's like the little things that count. The good communication, the make sure that your teammates are hand in hand together. Just, making everyone feel good.
Yep, absolutely. And it does look like we may be connecting to a new server here shortly. But yeah, no, exactly what Supreme was talking about. I mean, just keeping a positive attitude. And aside from that, even if, at the end of the day, after draft and everything, you end up being cut, you don't have to worry about it. Trust me, as someone who was cut very shortly after their draft, I ended up just balling out as a free agent. Ended up getting picked up by the NA Nades. We went all the way to finals that season. Next season went to semifinals, and then just last season we were in finals again. Granted, we did not win a single one of those finals because that's just what being part of NA Nades is like. But even going off of that, it's always a great time, even as a free agent. And so as we are trying to work out some more technical difficulties here, hopefully we'll get some good games tonight.
You said that we are in it for the long haul. Usually the combines start at 9 exactly, and they usually go until there are no more, players left in the combines queue. So it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to even a couple of hours. I know Tuesday we had a 4-hour stream. We started at 9 and didn't finish until I believe 1 in the morning. So we're here for the long haul. We're here to cover these games and show, put the spotlight on all these players who deserve it.
Yep. Exactly. And we love to be able to show off all these new players, especially right before the draft. I mean, there's nothing better than being able to get drafted and show off all your clips from preseason all the way through to finals when you hopefully bring home a trophy.
Also, to answer next or Aiden's question, yes, this is my new mic. It is very, very nice. Thank you for that. I spend good money on this just to cast, so you guys better enjoy it, okay? Any questions for the casters? Any questions for the talent here? Any questions for Alex? He's not able to speak, but if he wants to know a little bit more about him. Yeah, I mean, he can activate his mic for now. We can have a little Rushly cam where he would, kind of step in, kind of talk for a bit. But any questions, please ask. It doesn't have to be CS related. It could be just personal. Not too personal though. You got to buy me dinner first.
All right. Well, Here's Alex. So Alex is one of our newest observers, or actually probably our newest observer, and is going to be our pretty much our full-time observer. And already a question. I guess this can go for any of us, but we'll go ahead and start with you, Alex. What's your Chipotle order?
Let me double check for you.
I don't believe we're able to hear you on stream. But as we were getting that going, Nexus, what's your Chipotle order?
So this is a bit of a hot take here. I have never eaten at Chipotle,
Oh, jeez.
but I do plan on it. However, I just I'm a bit of a food connoisseur, or in layman's terms, I'm a picky eater. But I'm more than okay to try because it sounds like good food. I've had a bit of it. I've never had my own personal order, so please recommend something.
Well, fair enough. I would give you my Chipotle order, but I haven't started bringing in that 401k money yet to be able to afford Chipotle more than once every 6 months. So yeah, we'll. Alex, are you able to talk yet?
I should be coming through on stream now. It's possible that I am loud
You
as
are.
hell, but
we do hear you.
but either way, what's going on, everybody? I am Alex, and I have the new observer here in CSC, and my voice isn't going to sound quite as sexy as Nexus here because for when I'm observing games, I have my headset mic on instead of my regular streaming mic, but. Either way, he should be having the sexy voice anyway. But my so Chipotle order,
Thank you.
I think I'm going to be going for the chicken burrito with the fajitas. I don't do beans, man. Not a beans guy on a burrito.
No beans.
But
Hold
no,
on.
no beans.
No beans. It's dry. Dry as hell.
No, because you get the cheese sauce, the queso. Come on.
The queso. Okay.
Yeah, so you get the queso on there with the chicken, the rice. You throw the fajitas in there. You get some of that hot sauce for a little bit of spice, and you're good to go.
Okay, I respect the hot sauce, but no beans is kind of a crime.
Not a beans guy. Well, I got the hot sauce in there. If I added the beans to that situation, it wouldn't be good later on down the line. You know what I'm saying?
I
Well,
respect that.
The real question is, do you pay extra for guacamole or no?
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. Another hot take here. Not a guac guy.
Not a
Not a
guac guy.
guac. Okay.
Not an avocado guy.
No.
Oh, okay. That's where the line crosses. I'm not a big fan of guacamole. However, I am a big fan of avocado. There's a dish in my culture called a churrasco, and it comes with avocados, fries, a fried egg, rice, and a nice piece of meat. I cannot recommend more avocado than ever when it comes to that dish. Not a guac guy. Can we ban these two people? Swishy, no beans is the correct answer.
no more observers.
Donnie, 23.
No more observers.
No beans, no guacs. Like, what are we talking about here? I mean, as a Californian, you're just hurting me right now.
But as we finish on with the answer, we are going to we're gonna be trying to hop into a game here. Hopefully very soon. There's a bit of a tech issues with the servers right now, so please bear with us.
We hit all the servers too hard at one time.
It would not be a CSC stream if there wasn't about 40 minutes of technical issues, though.
That's absolutely correct. But we should. It looks good on my end of things here. So I think I'm going to be muting back up and getting ready for this next game. So hopefully everybody enjoys, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right. Thanks for joining, Alex.
Alrighty, and as we switch back over to this, it looks like we should be joining into a Vertigo game here. And as I am trying to see here, we have nobody in quite yet. Actually, I am seeing some people in here, and it does look like we are going to be hopping back into Challenger, looking at the names here. And so, yeah, it looks like this is going to be a pretty good matchup. I do already see Supreme on one side, and so this is going to be a fun game. We're going to be able to see those team flashes he was talking about during the interview with him just earlier in the stream. And yeah, should be a pretty fun Vertigo game. Not a map that you see quite often come out in combines, but personally, it's not a map that I see enough. I love Vertigo.
Yeah, definitely a map that not a lot of players take too kindly of. I remember my first season here in CSC. I was tried out for one of the franchises, and one of their big maps was Vertigo. And me being a lowly silver 1, had no idea what Vertigo was, and so they tested me on it. I didn't perform well, and I got immediately removed. But it's still overall a great great map. I know I've been playing it for the past couple of seasons, both in pugs and in officials, and I can say very well that it is a very fun map.
Fancy.
Yeah,
cams.
Vertigo is one of those maps for me that, if it got removed, I'd probably stop playing the game. At this point, I love it too much to just go without it. I've got to have a little bit of Vertigo in my life. And as we are waiting for this
all I
knife round
need.
to start, I am seeing all 10 players connected. So we should be getting this started here shortly, everyone.
Home is readied up. I got to get them to change the team names on the server.
Right. And
Needs
we
to be
are
Alpha and
seeing
Omega.
one side ready, and
readied
it
up.
does look like both sides are ready. So we are going to be.
Do we want to cast the knife round
here? Let's go ahead and hop in there, so that way we can go ahead and get this good knife action. I always love to see that happening.
Common saying amongst IGLs, especially mine, is iron sharpens iron, and I guess this is going to be a good test of it. A team knife coming in onto Pig, a new face in the challenger scene. He's been trying to get taken out. Robin with the kill onto Kane, so Supreme onto K-House. Pig gets a kill, even though he was tagged down to 50 HP, but damn, Owen and Air cleaning it out.
That's going to be a quick one coming out for the home team here, and they are going to go ahead and opt to switch. That is Supreme's team. And as we are waiting for this to actually get started, it does still say warm up here. We are going to see some people jumping off the map. Which, I mean, if I just lost a knife round like that, I would be doing the same, so.
Yeah.
Right.
We do see a lot of familiar names here. Supreme and Owen are two main GMs that you see here. So not only are they scouting on their team and the enemy team, but they're also trying to see how well these new up-and-comers are on the challenger scene, such as Air and Pig. They're trying to see, can they handle the challenger scene? Challenger is a little bit more competitive. It's a little bit more structured, and it's, filled with heavy aimers.
Absolutely. Yeah. Challenger has been one of those ever since the tier split. It's been one of those kind of tiers that's very, very on and off. You either have some of the best aimers in the league, or, you can have teams going 12. And here we go, getting right into it. We are going to be seeing a 3A stack coming out from the CT side here. Pretty good to be able to start them out that way, because we are going to see 5 Ts rushing up this ramp, 3 going towards side hall here, and already holding for the flank. Owen's already going to be taken down by Robin. Kainsta with a quick trade, save the bees coming through. Kainsta able to pick up 2 there, and save the bees, able to pick up another one. Pig left alone, was holding that flank for just a second too short, is able to pick up 1 here, and down to a 1v2. What could we see come out of Pig? Obviously,
1v2 clutch out here in side hall. It's a very scary place, but Save the Beast spots him out, and Pig trying to do his best best job to get a kill here, maybe get that bomb plant down, but gets taken out by Save the Bees. A good reposition and a nice triple kill from Bees.
Absolutely, and that was getting a little bit close there. They did give him the 1v1 opportunities there, and we are going to see a couple of MP9s coming out. We are going to see the scout come out from Owen here. I've never been a huge fan of seeing rifles come out after a first round win, but we'll see how Kainsta makes it work, because that no head armor could be the end of them. And Supreme is just going to get in there, able to pick up 2 really quick, and then falling back. Air pick up another one, save the bees, coming in for the cleanup. And it looks like that no head armor isn't even going to come into play, because Kainsta is going to see no action.
Yeah, I mean, just getting no bomb plant down on the pistol round forces the Ts to be on a pistol save. And, Supreme is a smart player. He knows the economy, and so is Owen. They knew that they were not going to have any armor, if any. And if they did buy armor, it was, they still had the round in the bag as they did rush up mid. So a good read on the economy and a good, push by Supreme. And yeah. Oh, nice flash from Blinding Trine. Supreme up close with the SMG.
Oh, able to pick up the first here. Is able to just barely fall back, and Save the Bees coming in for the pickup as well. Robin on the other side of the map picking off Air. And we are seeing an empty B site here. I wouldn't be surprised to see the full execute come out, but there's no one with Robin here. It is Robin all alone. Maybe something can happen, but Supreme is pushed down into T-spawn. Save the Bees rotating back, trying to reclaim this B site here, along with, who is that coming over? Cainsta, and Pig's able to pick off Owen. Owen Supreme knows. And that is going to be a third CT round put up on the board, forcing the T's into a little bit of a predicament. Do they buy down to SMGs with the force buy, or are they going to stick on the pistols?
I do believe that they should buy maybe a couple pistols, and you know, maybe some Tech 9s, maybe even one SMG. But you know, Supreme there and Save the Bees bonusing with the SMGs and getting a big bonus from that. They were able to pick up some AKs and keep the rifles alive, making sure their economies are still fairly well.
Oh, and Owen just pushing through that Molotov there into side hall. That is great positioning. K-House already tagged down to 32 HP in mid, and Air able to pick up Robin.
Yeah, I mean, I've played with some of these superstar players here, Air being one of them. He was on my team last season, got bumped up to Challenger, and he was a big staple. We knew he was skillful, but the moment he showed up, you know, throughout the first official matches, we knew he was our star player. But trying onto Owen. Owen not having a good game so far. 0-3 and getting completely caught out.
Down to the 2v3. K-House still low. Pig able to not pick up anything against Cainsta there. K-House going down the ladder here, seeing if they're able to reclaim a little bit of this ramp position, but I'm not liking their chances right now. And not really anything to save here. It would be better off just to try and go get a rifle maybe. Cainsta's gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Good 3K from him going into this 5th round.
Yeah, so just once again, that economy play from the second round coming into play here. Supreme and Owen still being able to buy and Save the Bees able to drop one if desperately needed. So their economy is now really in shambles. It's now 4-0. But here comes out the ops from K-House and the full rifle with utility from Team Away. So we're gonna see maybe a slow default here, maybe a fast push onto some piece of map control.
Oh, and good mid control already taken. Nobody is getting past that off of Air. I know that I had to play against Air last season as well, and man, that was an animal to have to play against. Triton taking fast ramp control with the rest of the T side here. Owen looking to contest, able to get good damage onto Seasons, but not a kill converted yet. And that's going to be Owen picking off Triton there from side hall. Owen doubling up, still alive too, but Pig and K-House, excuse me, able to pick up 2 there. K-House like picking up another one. Owen finally going down, and all you have is Save the Bees rotating, long rotate from this B site. And it doesn't look like Save the Bees wants any part of this, maybe changing their mind. But a 1v3 is not looking likely here. Good eco, could afford to be able to take out some exits, maybe force a Galil out of 1 player next round.
And they come out here. Now they need but Robin. He's distracted by that nade, and Robin just takes his head clean off.
And they are able to retrieve an op there on the T side, and they are still looking very good on money here. Actually, as I say that, it does look like they are going to be able to have a full buy here. However, next round is going to be a little bit iffy if they lose this.
I mean, any team that loses this round will be just like financially broken. And K-House going for a pick here. Doesn't seem much, but the smoke comes out.
They are playing a very relaxed B setup here. I mean, we see one towards that jump up position in mid, and then Season's already picking up Supreme towards the elevator position. Oh, and we already see one rotating towards CT here. It looks like Save the Bees. Yeah, Save the Bees is going to be rotating towards CT. And Air is conflicted and going to be taken out by K-House. And here we go. T spurred into motion here. US Save the Bees stuck in CT, not able to get out because of this mid presence from the T's. Tagged down to about 50 HP. Season's picking him off through the smoke. And Owen is just going to be opting to save this AWP here.
Once again, the economy now in shambles. They are at they're not just like what I think 1900 loss bonus. They're not gonna be able to buy. Even if they do decide to force there, I think it'd be a better idea just to play around that op, give that op a little bit more chance of a fight. But
no, Owen. Oh, did he do it? Oh, he didn't do it. Oh,
Owen.
It was almost if he didn't look away, he would have had it.
Yeah, Owen's a bit of a movement player. He likes to, brag about his movement, likes to talk about it a lot. And I guess right there it would have been a really good showcase of it, but it's on stream and he knows it. He's the one who sent us the link to this wonderful match. So He knows he messed up.
Okay. And here we go. CT's onto pistols here against a full buy from the T's. I'm not expecting anything, but here they go actually. As I say that, they're already able to pick up the op here. The full B-stairs rush, and here they are. They are searching for these kills. They see one in T-spawn here, hunting him down. Owen finally turning back to go look for that kill. And Robin trying to clean up any mess. Owen's right behind Robin though. Oh, but Robin doesn't know. Oh, and just able to get the dink off. But here we go, Supreme and Kainsta both have rifles. Supreme with that op, and you know, I've had the unfortunate pleasure of seeing Supreme op, and I can't say I've liked it, but we're gonna see what he can do with it.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this round, right, they were on a full save. Luckily, they managed to find some guns. And the bomb being planted on A, I think you just save these guns and you try to save what you can for the next round. Especially that op there. Ops are very expensive, and you really don't want to waste 4750 on an op and just have that player die. So picking one up for free is kind of like, you know, the best case scenario. And yeah, we are going to see them just fall back here, just playing off each other and hiding.
Absolutely, yep. And we still are going to be able to see a full buy coming out here for the T's next round, of course. But I'm not sure, actually, as I say that, no Pig will be able to drop over an op to K-House. And it does look like they will have enough to be able to get full guns all around without having to sacrifice that op. Could have gotten dangerous there, though. Definitely could have gotten a little bit dangerous. And are they hunting for these guns is the real question. Oh, Supreme, why isn't he looking? Supreme? Supreme? Okay. Supreme might have gone AFK for a second. Probably had to go get some food, as he always does. And here we go, going into the 8th round of this match. Full buy from both sides.
Now 4-3 right now. It's your favorite team home, and Kane's coming up here. Bit of a weird lineup. Is he gonna be a bit nerdy here? Air, as we see on B side now. Air's not normally a B side player, so he's gonna have a little bit of struggle as he hasn't, you know, had much, you know, screen time on this map. So he doesn't know all these little cheeky angles and different little one-ways that he can use. But he's still, you know, a smart player. He'll figure it out eventually. The repositions here towards Generator would save the Bs. They're probably looking to play a retake B setup as, you know, Team Aware already scaled up so far up onto site here.
Oh, and Robin spotted Air there, and Robin's able to take down Air. Looking for a quick second, but Save the Bee is able to get the trade off. It does look like Save the Bees is the only player actually towards this B site. You have Supreme in CT, able to pick up off Seasons through that smoke that just plumed. Just trying to give a little bit of support here. Flash not going to hit Triton, and Triton is going to be able to capitalize on Save the Bees swinging out a Generator. Supreme able to get the trade. Tag down to 19 HP here. Oh, and that nade could do it. Not quite. Down to 11. Oh, man, the second HE almost doing it.
Do have a bit of a chance here, though. Triton is still fairly low.
But
Enough
Owen
for
does not
Dink.
know.
Who doesn't know? They just clear hard right. Kane's making a bit of noise. Worried about them being in that smoke. Triton does have the position here. Has around. Oh, gets hard clear. Gets the
Oh,
Supreme
but
with the
Supreme
jump
jumps
around.
around.
Okay, House with the
Oh, Owen! What a shot from Owen! Now that was a clean retake, and I gotta say, Supreme with 3 kills there, when he was on 7 HP, that is a very good play to be able to stay alive for that long. Some might call it baiting, Supreme calls it being top frag, but he's not quite because Save the Bees still has that spot. But
Yeah, I
let's
do
look
want to
at
mention that
ADR. Jeez.
ADR 135, but I do want to mention just the Supreme's, you know, play there. I forgot who it was. I do believe it was maybe Kainsta clearing out hard right and gets, you know, maybe 1 or 2 dinks, but Supreme jumping around the CT corner, being able to, you know, fight from 2 angles at once and, you know, trying not being aware of, you know, what angle he's getting shot from and confused as to where he died. So just an overall wonderful play as we see them take out ramp or take ramp control here.
Oh, a
Pig.
pig. That is a massive pickup onto Owen there in side hall. We know how Owen has been causing them quite a bit of headaches. Quick headshot molly coming out here. Kainsta picking up side hall from Owen. K-House looking to deal with the issue. Gonna be slowly scaling up. Kainsta wants this fight. Is gonna get it, and K-House is gonna win, of course. Supreme, they have been fighting for this side hall positioning. And that smoke is actually going to miss there, but Robin is scaling up onto the B site. The T's are just spread all over the map right now. This has got to be a headache if you're on the home team.
Oh, Save the Bees not able to counteract that one. Gets to go into Triton and then gets immediately caught off guard by Save the Bees. And Supreme hears all this noise with Seasons. Oh, gets called out. Supreme, now they know where Supreme is, and now they have an empty B side, and they're just scurrying over to get that bomb over. But Supreme, in a 1v3, I can sort of believe this, but it looks like, he might not have as much time to get into a good position here.
Yeah, no, he's clearing out all of ramp right now. Meanwhile, the bomb is being planted. Pig, though, looking to make a late flank. Perfect timing, and actually is going to opt to run away back to the B site since Robin has this elevator position on lock. Supreme just going to be saving that AK. Running back to ramp, just hoping to be able to hold on to it. Doesn't look like they'll get a full buy next round anyway. Meanwhile, the T's, they are a little bit strapped for cash, but they should be able to get some guns out to Triton and Seasons here going into next round.
And all these players here on Team Away have just been, getting these openers and getting these nice picks. Triton just being a general nuisance. He may be 8-3-8, but he's had some good impact, getting one of that second openers onto the B side a couple rounds ago. So everyone here having a ton of impact, whereas Team Home, everyone, they're all depending on a couple players, and Owen just, being shut down, and Air being shut down, two really good players that I've played with. Owen, this is one of his favorite maps, and Air is not a big fan of Vertigo, but he's okay with playing it. He was dominating on that map last season, and so it's just weird to see them, with a weird change of pace.
Absolutely, and we are going to see, it looks like 3 Deags coming out around that rifle. Let's go and see what they can do with it. And they're going to be opting to send 3 towards A here, along with that AK. Excuse me, yeah, 3 towards A. Triton scaling up fast, just hoping to make a little bit of presence here, create a little bit of space for their team. Supreme able to pick that up, knocked down to 40 HP though. Season's picking up Owen.
Yeah, 40 HP is down 0, so Supreme still has a moment to pop off and even get maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe even the potential ace and win his team the round just off his own back. But yeah, B-side is taken here. B-side is taking bomb coming up.
Are they going to be able to check here? And oh no, Cainsta. I don't think they know about Cainsta, and they're going to get real close. And Cainsta's able to pick up off Robin here. Still a player in mid, but is supported by Supreme in that jump up position. He's going to be taken down by Seasons. K-House still holding down this white box area. Just trying to make some space onto B site. Save the Bees, picking up Seasons here. Oh, and it is all down to Cainsta on that B site. Just trying to make anything happen. Going to be making a lot of space here towards Jen. Oh, that tag is not going to do nearly enough damage. And here we go. 3 AKs versus an op and an AK. Keep in mind, this was a Deagle round for the CTs. Oh, and K-House putting that off to work. And Pig with the 2K spray down here, making sure that nothing gets out of hand and making sure that they secure a 5th round for the away team.
Yeah, a bit of lacking utility there was not in favor of Team Home there. If they had maybe a smoke, they did have a molly that they used for white box, but it didn't fully flush out the player at white box. And yes, if they had a smoke, they definitely could have smoked off maybe B steps, maybe even just a bomb, go for a quick little cheeky ninja defuse. But it just wasn't in their cards there. As you can see, all the rifles come up, no op. So I guess this A-side defense will be a little bit tough as we see Cainsta pick up Robin.
Through the smoke here. Here we go on the other side of the map. Pig picking up Air, tagged down to 48 HP here. I think that might have dinked him through the wall. And K-House looking to make this op sing yet again. We've seen him put in some really good work with this. Even if it's just 1 kill a round, it is consistency. And that is what you look for out of an opera, absolutely.
Consistency. Once again, I want to keep pointing out Owen. Now Owen's gonna, he's gonna look at the stream and as I say that, Seasons gets a triple thing through the wall, and that nade definitely finishes off. Yep.
Supreme making the NA nades proud here. Beautiful HE onto Seasons, finishing off that kill. And Triton swinging out, perfectly placed crosshair onto Owen there, taking him down. We are looking at a 3v3 here, going into the final minute of this round. K-House has just been holding down this ramp. We are only seeing 1 player play towards A at that headshot position, save the Bees, hoping to be able to hold down this A site.
Now they know there's only 1 defender here. K-House surely knows that came from. Yep, Molly comes out. No supposed to fight it. Oh, but the Molly, secondary Molly comes up, but try not to Supreme. That's a mid kill. Save the Beast picks up Pig.
And the bomb is kind of stuck here as well. Oh, but now Bees has to be worried about their mid presence. Oh, and that is going to completely close them out of the A site. Here comes the plant, along with Triton coming up from ramp. This is going to be a 2v2 retake. Oh, and Save the Bees just wants to get in here. Very low util for this retake, though.
And even one
One
flashbang is
flash.
more than enough.
Kingsta tag down
K-House. Oh,
There we go. Low HP on both players here.
no kid on this one. He has to get the kill now and doesn't finish off the kill.
Almost. Triton, 3 clean kills that round, bringing himself up to a total of 6 for the game. And, I mean, really looking at this is seemingly a pretty even matchup. Now, we are going to see Deagles come out for the CTs. We have seen them put in work with these before. I wouldn't be surprised to see, Pistols really be able to make or break the Ts here. And as I say that, Supreme chiming in with a quick kill in mid, able to retrieve an AK and fall back.
You really want to give that AK to a person a player who has armor, or has the higher HP. But right now, Supreme is feeling it. But Ops to drop it to Owen. I guess Supreme wants to get a little bit more cheeky here, and Owen needs to build up his confidence again. Owen is definitely a momentum-based player, so if he starts building up confidence and getting kills early on, or even late into the round, and maybe gets a couple of multi-frags, he will then start performing astronomically better than when they first started.
Absolutely. A big, clean kill on the Bees there. And that AK is going to end up making its way over to Air, who does have armor. And Kane's just able to get damage done. Owen, there we go. Only able to pick up 1 there, and we are only going to see Air here with the AK. Not looking to save either, looking to go down with the ship. We are looking at 7 rounds for the away team. Meanwhile, the CTs only have 5.
I mean, 5 rounds is still, it's still fairly good when it comes to Vertigo, or at least CT side. Now, no map is certainly more CT sided than the other. But this map is notoriously known for the Go A simulator, so we haven't been seeing much of that, but we have seen, round control being taken, heavily. But Kingsta with a nice whiff.
Kingsta knocked out at 44 HP here. As we see here, they are going to be scaling up mid. Owen there to meet them, but not a kill converted. And Air looking to be able to hopefully close out a kill, maybe get a second here. A second one would be huge for this round here. And we are seeing a lot of Ts group up towards that B stairs. And they only have 1 player towards B right now. And here they are. Kingsta able to pick up 1 and a second one. Kingsta looking at a 3rd tally. Oh, but Robin trading it out real quick. Oh, and here we go. The Ts have to make something work here. The Ts, Robin putting in. Robin going insane. And here we go. Supreme rotating through CT here. We've seen him do wonders from this position before. Can he do it again? There's the first.
Chaos is low.
One shot. But does Supreme know he's kind of canceling out all the angles here? Ops, why would he pick up the op? Supreme, there we go. Thank you, Supreme. Scaring me. Just saw him. And Supreme able to pick up the 1v2 here. Putting a 6th on the board for the home team. He says sorry. Good.
But I think we know Supreme isn't sorry, but 14 and 6 right now, 123 ADR. Supreme is putting the team on his back right now.
Absolutely, and you know what? I would say Supreme should be apologizing for nearly spoiling that round by picking up the op. And here we go, but we aren't seeing the best buy come out from the CTs. As you can see, 2 MP9s and then some rifles. Pretty good util coming out, though. Robin already taking out Supreme. Owen with the quick trade, though. They are going to be falling back. Robin looking to follow through. Take this mid control. They know that they should have this for free. But Owen tucked in. Oh, and this nade could be huge. Not quite enough though. And the T's are just picking up kills all around the map here. K-House, a lot of space on A, but Save the Beast should have the cross, but the timing. Oh, and a missed shot from Kainsta there into CT. Save the Beast should be able to pick this up. Able to pick up the first. Down to a 1v3 now. What can Save the Beast do? Can he save his team is the question. Oh,
K-House is pitching here.
K-House isn't going to let him. And that is going to be the round confirmed. T's are in fact going to win the half, but can the CTs make this a bit more difficult? Maybe put up a 7th here. Their eco is not the best, but we are seeing the scout come out from air, and you know I've had to face off against that air scout one too many times. I know that can be dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, the air being once again is also another momentum player. I mean, Atlantis is filled with them. You know, if they start off slow, they need to start bringing their confidence back up, and it's just not working out for air. So maybe he's just kind of getting a bit tilted here and just buying the scout and going for headshots. But yeah, that last buy was a bit of a doozy, as they are broke now. And so they were trying to put up with, some good rounds before they had to go broke, and they put too much eggs in their basket. But Robin, hard clear and a second clear from Supreme.
It feels like Robin is just opening up every single one of these rounds for the T side. Oh, air, there's the first. I was just talking about this. Scout, and this scout could be the miracle that saves the T side, and Triton's gonna shut it down. No miracles from them, and Save the Bees tasked again, but Robin putting 3 up on the board for that round. That is going to be 9 confirmed for the away team. Looking at the scoreboard for the CTs, for the home team, we have 15 for Save the Bees, 14 on Supreme. Meanwhile, on the away team, we are looking at 16 on Robin, and the next nearest is going to be Pig with 12.
Just look at the disparity, though. Owen and Air both have 4 kills and 13 deaths. They haven't had as much impact. And like I said, I know these players are very good, and everyone on the league knows that these players they're not ones who are usually at the bottom of the scoreboard. So I don't know if this is just them not putting their all into the combine, or if they're just having a rough day. But it's the disparity there, 15-4, and whereas Team Away, 16 being the highest and then the lowest being 8. It shows that Team Away have had a little bit more. They have more players to do much more impact.
Absolutely, and we are going to see a fast B pop out here, and it looks like there's only one player here at the B side anyway. Supreme able to pick that off quick. Oh, and excuse me, there is another one, but Supreme doesn't matter. Going to take him down. Quick bomb plant coming out here for the T's, and it looks like it's just pistols and armor, no util for this retake.
Oh, Save the Bees onto the first, gets taken up by Robin. This retake is on the way now, but
Robin again.
Robin. Move over, Batman. There's a new Crusader in town, and Chaos starts pushing up. Only gets going to Robin. He gets it to Chaos.
And Supreme was there on the flank as well.
Yeah, just beautiful entry there by Supreme. No armor, and was just running out, making the space for his team right here. And it worked out. He got the 2 entries and then started taking space more. Went through the smoke, got it behind them. So if Owen somehow managed to not get those 2 kills, we had 1 player at white box and we had Supreme on the flank. The round was set in stone. But here we go, a mid rush, reverse mid rush by the CTs, as we saw last half from Team Home.
And we are just going to see another B rush coming out from the T's. Oh, and they are looking to stop this flank. Oh, but the CTs are actually going up A ramp. They think it's an A play. Oh, but little do they know they have a whole lot of guns waiting for them. And these Mac 10s are just making it sing. That's a whole lot of money made for this T side. Going into this 18th round, this is the chance to be able to tie up the game here. And I believe we might see them do it. I mean, not an incredible buy for the CTs here. Obviously, they are going to have the rifles, but the util, I mean, Vertigo is notorious for needing Molotovs, and you're just not seeing a whole lot of that from the CTs right now.
Head armor, so they don't have enough for maybe an extra smoke or an HE, but so Season's
Jack down now. Able to pick up another one. That's a third. Not able to pick up the fourth though, but Triton here to be able to take the rest down. And that is going to be a pretty quick round for the CTs. The tie did not end up happening. However, the Ts are still in very good positions to be able to get their buyback.
Yeah, for sure. But that was a bonus round. That was a swing round. If they ended up winning that round and pick up, opted to pick up some of these rifles, CT would have been opted to save. They have no hard armor. Maybe keep an extra 1 or 2 Mac 10s to start opening up these sites if they had won the round. But because of that, they now have to go buy their own weapons. And now, if they lose this round again, they will be relegated to save and team away. Hopefully, keeping at least 3 alive. Maybe to start building up their economy earlier on in the half.
It does look like we have some Pig fans in the Twitch chat right now. Lucky for them, looks like Pig's team is winning right now. But is it going to stay that way? Well, as Seasons keeps on getting these opening kills, it is. An Air throwing a quick CT smoke. I don't think that's going to land where he wants it to. I think there's going to be a gap, and Air able to pick it up real quick, and there is going to be a gap in that CT smoke. Oh, but here we go. K-House looking to be able to take a fight here towards stairs, actually hiding away from it. Let's see if Cainsta is able to pick this up. Oh, the flash able to come through. K-House doesn't spot the player on stairs. And Cainsta able to pick him up real quick. Beautiful shot from Cainsta there. And that makes the Ts want to take this site. They're going quick. Cainsta picking up another one.
Instant headshot.
Retakes flash coming through. Bees picking off Pig. And down to the 1v3 with Robin. I mean, obviously Robin has been a star player so far for this team. We could just expect him to make some miracles happen here. But this time isn't going to happen. Bees is going to end up confirming that is going to be a 9th for the home team here.
10. That was just a wonderful play by Air, and I do believe it was Cainsta opening up that B site. Trying with the flash did blind Chaos, so Chaos wasn't able to spot the cross and wasn't able to see any vision. So they had, that was a wasted flash essentially. And so trying now being known that he was on the B site towards generator, they just full executed, and they knew that site was empty.
Here we go. Pistols, but Pig able to take off Supreme right there. Taking off his head. Save the Bees with a quick trade off on Seasons. Pig gonna be trying to defend from this side hall position. And Robin through the smoke here. Onto Owen. Might have been some sort of one-way Triton coming from the quick flank. Oh my, and what a quick round for the CTs. And these rounds have been going crazy. And Seasons picking up an op here. And that was a little bit of a force buy for the CTs. They really needed that round there to be able to make sure that they didn't fall into complete economic despair. And that might actually close out the Ts from being able to buy for the next couple of rounds. They're going to need something big here.
This round here, so yeah, I mean, the economy is now going to be terrible for Team Home. They haven't been getting any bomb plants recently, so just the economy is not looking too good. But there was a bit of a gap in that default last round, and so Supreme missing that kill onto the ramp player just left all these holes open, but Air onto Triton and to that B push.
Oh, and they're pushing ramp here. What can we see out of Pig? Is Pig gonna be putting in work with this? Robin picking up Owen. Cainsta picking off Seasons here. Oh, and a big nade. Pig taking down, save the Bees. That's a big kill onto a Galil there. Maybe a chance to upgrade. Nah, he will. Down to a 3v3 here. We are seeing equal players low. Meanwhile, K-House turning this into an actual 2v2 because the trades, again, a full HP off on Supreme, able to take down Pig. That was the low HP players. That might not mean as much as they wanted it to, but Robin stuck alone on that A-site sandbags. This should just be a save.
I believe he goes for it. I mean, for 4,250, Robin has been feeling one. He's been on one right now. He's feeling it, clearing out these angles, so he's worried about anyone pushed deep, but Supreme and Case are both low, and he does just opt to save that round, or save the gun here. Low money, he's trying to have enough to buy drop maybe towards Season, and Robin still can drop over if he does save, so I guess it was a good. It was definitely a good idea to save. However, if I was Robin and I was feeling one, I definitely would have gone for it. It was definitely possible. They're supreme, and so once again, both low and low and half HP respectively.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it would have been interesting to see Robin go for it, but you know, that really shows the discipline coming out, being able to make sure that you can buy over for your team going into the next round. And I mean, personally, if I was a GM, that would absolutely be something I looked for.
Not only just having the discipline to know to be able to drop weapons to your teammates, but it's also listening to your teammates in the game itself. Sometimes like I said, you might be feeling one like Robin is, and your team is saying, hey, just save. I know you're feeling one, but we need these guns. I'd rather have you do your job and get kills while also having the best support that you can. And having guns is kind of the best way to support a good player like Robin.
Oh, Kainsta just missing the timing there. Season's taking a little bit of damage, falling back here. They do only have one player at this B site. Could that come into play? Actually, as I say that, it does look like they are going to have Seasons rotating over towards that jump up position. Meanwhile, the T's have all the mid control that they want right now, it looks like. Actually, as I say that, they don't have any mid control. However, it does look like this is going to be a bit of a slower round. Triton picking off air here towards stairs, going to be falling back, throwing a bit of util to force the T's back even further. K-House picking off Supreme towards ramp. Maybe there's a chance for the T's though. Oh, but Seasons knows that there's a mid player here. Triton picking up Owen, that's going to be 2 for him right now. B's picking up Seasons, and Triton closing it off with 3 for the round.
I mean, wonderful hold there by trying, not falling all away from a fight. Taking space on the CT side is very, very crucial when it comes to, the late rounds. You don't want to give the T's as much space as they have, and just so they can be easily, execute on you. And that's what Team Away has been doing. They just had a lot of space on their T side, so they were able to, push onto both sides, and, CTs didn't know where they're coming from. And Seasons gets the first onto the second, and not the third. Supreme gets a trade. But
I think that might have been a slight misbuy. It looked like they had only one player force at first until they all committed to it. Man, and that could be the nail in the coffin here.
Oh, meaty nade.
Robin holding down mid. I mean, he's just been a real shining star for this away team. Meanwhile, the T's reevaluating their choices, trying to find a way into any site right now.
Look at Pig here, a bit of an off angle, opposite drop a little bit. They don't want to just give complete ramp control here, as it does give, T's a good way. Oh, as we see Kainsta and the X-ray just fall off there.
Kainsta fell down the ladder.
Oh, but Air catches the timing. He spots 2, but I believe he did get spotted. He did see a shoulder there. Yep.
And this is 2 extremely low players. And Pig not able to pick up either of them. Kainsta, quick trade, now down to the 2v2. T's are getting spurred into motion here. Already a player on site. Tag down, 50 HP. Robin taking off Supreme. Kainsta into the 1v1 here against Triton. And Triton onto a late rotate, coming into heaven. Oh, the fake plant.
Oh,
and that is going to be a win from Triton. That was very close for it being a force buy. However, it does look like the T's are going to be broke. Facing 14 as well, that is not the time that you want to be broke, especially like this. I mean, you're looking at maybe not even be able to get you till next round if you win.
Yeah, with they do have 2 loss bonuses, so they can opt to just fully save here and still have enough to buy within the next round, and maybe even shy away from being a 15 scoreline. But they're pushing up here into the B side. That's Triton down. But here we have another. We have Seasons misses out in the kill, but we have another fast rotate. 2 fast rotates coming up.
And this is exactly the round that the home team needed. Oh, the Supreme giving up a kill like that. Now down to the 3v4. Flash coming over, air dodging it. Pig picking up a kill as well. And oh, they're getting pushed back. The CT's in motion here. Now down to the 2v3. Not sticking. Now here comes the stick. And that is going to be the round confirmed. 14 for the away team. And the T's, they are looking good on money because of that bomb plant.
Yeah, I mean that money did give them enough to buy. They now certainly can buy into this round. They can definitely buy into the next subsequent rounds, but they have to start winning rounds. It's money is not a factor anymore. Only when it comes to the CT side here. But they need to start getting stringing rounds together. They can't be streaky. They can't win 3 and then lose another. It puts them into overtime chances. So they have to put multiple rounds together. And Supreme not buying. I believe this is a mistake. He is AFK at spawn.
Supreme AFK. And that's going to be 2 kills going towards Pig right now. And this is not the Supreme finally back, but did miss his opportunity to buy. This is worst case scenario for the T's. Just trying to get a little bit of info, doing what he can with that pistol. It's going to be taken down by Pig, who is on 3 right now. Maybe not able to put anything together. That is going to be match point. Supreme sitting on a load of money because of that kind of miscommunication. AFK, not quite sure what happened there last round. And
I have a suspicion as to what happened that round. I mean, for those of you who are not in media, he was typing in chat or typing in our text chat. So that might have been the reason why he was AFK. So if it was Supreme, I'm very disappointed, but it's okay. It's a combine. It's here to have fun and everything.
Supreme throwing for skins confirmed. Owen Kainsta getting in fast here. Oh, but there's still a player at Sandbags that they haven't figured out yet. And Chaos with no scopes. Oh, he's just going for no scopes. He's trolling. Oh, another kill picked up. Throwing a flash down. Thought that he could blind that Molotov to stop killing him. It is down to the 3v3 air here. 1 kill on the scout. Good damage. Oh,
funny thing.
Supreme now
Robin.
typing in Twitch chat. Robin picking up air. 2 low CT players. Oh, and Robin making that AK work. Now down to the 1v3 for Owen. 2 players low though. This could be it. Owen, can we see her clutch? Oh, no damage dealt. And they know where he's at. This is all she wrote. That is going to be game. Robin finishing it off. And that was a clean game. All I have to say is Robin was outstanding, that CT side. That CT side, it felt like every round, at least 1 kill every round.
He started to slowly pick it up even within that first half, for the first quarter of the game, a bit slow. Everyone was still trying to find their footing. And then once they got into the second quarter of that first half, that's when, these players started picking up. Supreme was already on one since the very beginning. Robin started picking up. Kainsta started picking up, and K-House started picking up as well. So, sometimes you just need a little bit of time to warm up. And I know Aaron and Owen are kicking themselves right now. They know that's being broadcasted. So I know they're, like I said, they're kicking themselves while they're down, but it's okay. It's a combine, and we'll see if we can get any more games coming to you soon. Anything you want to say, Willie?
Like I said, I mean, really good first game to start us off after those technical difficulties. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else CSC has for us tonight. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are joined here on Anubis, and we are going to be in a contender game here. And, you know, before we even get into this, now, first off, Gabe me taking out Binu here. First off, I have to say, I don't have too much experience here on Anubis, so if I make some wrong calls, pardon me. Antlion, going to be able to turn around, take out Beans here. Gonna be here stuck on site. Didgeridoo looking to be able to pick up something, but Ant gonna be taking him down.
I do apologize for my interruption here, but yeah, we are seeing a new game. I do believe this is another. This is a contender game, actually.
Contender, yep. We are here in Contender, and we are going to be looking at the economy here. This is going to be pistols for the CTs. Meanwhile, on the T side, we are seeing everything that they want except for an op. And here we go. Some quick action through mid. Oh, and turning for that kill. Picking up a second one and a third one. Antlion able to pick up 3 before he gets taken down by Ominomi. What a fun name to say. Ominomi picking up another 1 dig. Jumping down here into the canals. And oh my goodness. What a way to start this round. Little General hunting him down. Able to take down Ominomi. And wow, what a round. You get the 3K spray down from Antlion, and then the 2 quick 1 digs from Ominomi there. Whew, I'm liking Contender already. I can, you know, maybe I'm a little bit biased being in the tier myself, but this is a fun matchup. And Antlion busting out the op. You know, maybe I'm a bit biased. Antlion, probably the best opper in Contender.
I mean, a lot of players did get moved up, but we did see Air from last game now in Challenger. So Antlion now finally has free reign to, you know, pwn as many noobs as he can. Unfortunately, me being one of them.
Look at that, a kill
down here.
And Didgeridoo not pulling the trigger.
Yikes.
There we go, Antlion looking to make this op sing just a little bit more. Beans able to pick up 2 though. Onto Regretti and Ike here towards this main position. And what are we going to see out of this matchup? We already see the home team with 4 rounds up on the board, looking to make it a 5th in this disadvantageous 3v4 here. I don't know if that was a word that I just said, but I'm going to think that it was.
I mean, Dark is open here, so Gabe Me definitely has a bit of a time in here. If he clears out these corners properly, you know, they can definitely just swing onto the side here. They kill the guy for holding from main, and then they kill the player CT. But yeah, Gabe Me right onto the head into Ominomi.
Didgeridoo able to pick up 1. And able to pick up another one on the general there. Meanwhile, Binu picking up Antlion in the back. And here we go. Finally, yeah, CT's putting up something on the board here after a full buy coming out. And the T's economy not looking the best. We are going to see 4 AKs and a MAC-10 come out though. And double ops for the CTs. Am I seeing that right?
Yeah, I mean, double ops on the CT side is very powerful, especially on a new map such as like Anubis. So many, you know, really weird really weird angles, excuse me. And not everyone is really prepared for, you know, different off angles. So the map has been out for, you know, some time, but still, I mean, we're still finding out new things about Mirage and Inferno and you know, maybe not Dust too, but, you know, these other maps, you know, we're still finding out new things. So we're going to see a lot of different places where these ops can just ring out and can have a lot of impact. ASI being one of them.
Antlion has disconnected. He's currently toggling his cheats, most likely, if I had to guess. But we should be back in no time. Now, aside from that, I was just telling people, I don't know if you were here, but I personally am not too familiar with Anubis. I haven't gotten to play it basically at all. I think I've gotten to play it once or twice on Faceit. It seems like the new permaban. How do you think this is going to play out in season? Do you think we're going to see anybody actually playing this?
Throughout the season?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I know my teams have been talking about it. I know there's like been a couple of other teams that have been talking about it as well. Anubis finally replacing Dust 2. And like I said, it is a new map, fairly new. Things are still being learned on it, but it's also a very fun map. We're due for some changes, though. I know since the map came out, there were some clipping issues, but even the layout is a bit strange. There's so many different angles, I guess, similar to that of Mirage, but Mirage is not as far back, you know, especially for CT spawn. I do believe CT spawn doesn't necessarily have to be so far wide towards the back area. I mean, we have overpass, but that's usually just to drop down, so it goes more downward than backwards. And so just having, you know, shortening the map a little bit, maybe it will mess with the timings, but, you know, shortening it a little bit could definitely help the map be better. And it would also help more people play the map throughout the season. But yeah, I do believe with the season, we will see this map more often, especially in place of Dust 2. I know a lot of players in Contender, Oppers mostly, which is kind of ironic, seen as Dust 2 is Opper's Paradise. They hated the map, so Anubis being a good replacement for that is definitely a good sign.
Absolutely, and here we go. We are back and we are live, and we are going to see. It looks like two Ts here coming towards this B main position. However, Antlion looking to make something happen. Didgeridoo taking down Mike here, and this double op setup looks like it's making things work here. Aside from that, I mean, you know, I have no idea what to expect out of Anubis and CSC.
Yeah, it's like I mean, even in the pro scene, these players have already found these like such hard, powerful angles, and I know Dark is such a strong position. There's even a pillar named after Yakendar who's had many highlights on that pillar. But as we see Regretti slowly creep onto the B side, and we have a player here just walking up behind and he can fix a kill. What's the shot actually? Oh my God, Regretti and Beans having a bit of a spray battle, but Regretti does end up winning it, and Lion gets taken out by Didgeridoo.
We did actually have a player disconnect on, it looks like the CT side.
Oh. Gets a tease a bit of CT's a bit. Oh yeah, the T's a bit of a fair chance. Excuse me. And that smoke did seem like a flash. It also sounded like a flash. Oh, it's spotted out.
Didgeridoo looking to be able to get this kill here. Oh, it's rushing in. Little General picking up Binu. That lets Didgeridoo know where Little General's at. Oh, and General able to get that clean headshot. Ominomi down to the 1v3. Not able to make the spray happen. Gabe me picking up that kill, putting it 5 on the board for the T's.
Yeah, Team Away just getting completely shut down. Sorry to cut you off there, but yeah.
We should see another timeout coming through. I'd imagine there it is. We are going to see that quick tech pause coming through to allow this 5th player to rejoin.
Did drop out if we can get any info on that, because I know a lot of players have been dropping out. Matches have been being canceled and reset. Server issues. So I just want to know if it's them or if it's the server.
Let me take a look here. This actually might be a player internet issue because I don't see them in VC either.
Ooh.
So this could have been a player internet issue to where they had to drop out. Now I can't see who is in that game currently. However, that would be my guess. Let me see if I can find it here. It looks like that was Mal. Mal is the player who has dropped out. Maybe we'll be seeing them rejoin here soon. However, now it is looking like it is just 4 players in the voice channel. But while we're waiting on that, I mean, aside from maybe potentially seeing it through the season, do you think we're going to see any teams actually turn this into their quote unquote favorite map or kind of their number 1 pick going into playoffs?
Favorite map, number 1 pick. I don't believe we'll be seeing a lot of Anubis. I do believe we'll be seeing Anubis as like a decider, mainly because once again it's still like fairly new. So there's not, they want to find out what other teams are doing on it before they feel strongly about it. Because we've seen Inferno played many times. We've seen Mirage played many times, Overpass and such, and things like that. So the ideas are there, the fundamentals are there. Anubis, there is no such thing as fundamentals besides the fundamental Counter-Strike laws. Be sure to be, have correct spacing. Be sure to trade your teammates. Don't party block your teammates, especially in a tight corridor. But for things like Mirage and Inferno especially, you usually want to molly off banana, so maybe take banana control, but not all the time. Want to keep the T's guessing on whether or not you're pushing or you're not. So things like that, it's a difference between the maps, and Anubis is being one of them. So I see it as more of a decider map for playoffs, but I don't think we'll be seeing much of a first pick here.
Absolutely. And just as an update, we did see Mal rejoin the VC, so I would imagine Mal should be joining back into the server here shortly. And then we will be able to get this game back underway here in Contender Combines. Oh man. This is why you're observing, Alex. Get no shit.
Oh,
Get out. This is why you
ooh.
observe.
A bit of friendly fire here in the media right now. I mean, I might have to break these two guys up. I mean, I don't want to see any blood on the floor. Please, no.
Yeah, if you guys couldn't hear what Alex just said, he committed absolute heresy saying that Anubis has been his favorite map over the past few weeks, and I cannot believe what I'm hearing. It is and always will be Vertigo.
We are seeing Mal. Yeah,
And here we
Mal come
go.
back
Mal
down
down
to
to
negative 2 kills.
down to negative 2 kills here as we're going into our 7th round. I feel like I'm watching Supreme and Contender.
Oh, low blow. But that is your GM, so I'm assuming he knows exactly what you mean by that.
I'm always going to take my opportunity to roast Supreme, even if he's not in the server. But here we are in the server in Contender. Let's go ahead and see what we can make happen. Didgeridoo holding mid here. It does look like somebody wants to challenge this. Mike here, looking to be able to make a quick challenge. Oh, and that scout not able to connect on the first shot or the second. Third time's a charm? No, Mike's going to think twice, back away from that. And looks like going to gear up for a B hit here.
Once again, Mal here in this dark position. This is super powerful. Even if the execute does come in, not only do they have to clear out Palace and CT, they also have to clear out close left and Yakindar Pillar and even Dark here. So it's just a bit of 180s and 360s. So we'll see.
Oh, here we go.
Intensity first.
Oh, Minomi only able to pick up one. Antlion picking up one on the other side of the map. Didgeridoo able to pick up Regretti there. Antlion picking up a second onto Mal. Oh, Didgeridoo looking for the no-scope. Isn't going to happen in this lifetime. But is able to pick up the full general. And Antlion making the quick trade. That is going to be a 6th round confirmed. Mal still down onto negative 2 kills, sadly. But we're not going to judge him. A little bit of technical issues. He still has plenty of time to shine in this matchup.
Yeah, so once again, Mal being in that dark position, but he had an SMG and I didn't really notice that, so apologies for that. But, that's usually more powerful with a rifle as, even with the A1S, longer range, better damage overall. But with the SMG, you want to play a little bit closer there. And, a bit of a nice smoke there. You can see the legs from mid, but Binu pushing up here, trying to see what map control he can get. Doesn't seem like much, but they're aggressing here.
Oh, and very important shot there onto Mike. Mike being able to clean up that kill against the op here in mid. Regretti looking to take space towards Dark. Beans trading out. Little General getting traded.
Oh, that's the
Mike
bomb down.
Oh, and a dink, but no kill for Mal quite yet. And we are going to see Regretti scaling up here. Ominomi stuck into the 1v3. Going to be pushed out by that Molotov. Little General picking it up really quick. And that is going to be another round for the T's. This has just been a stomp.
I mean, they haven't been able to just answer any questions. Pushing out from B main, all 4 of them without any dark control, and they still end up losing the round a couple rounds ago. That mid split there, that little weird smoke that landed on top of a little brick by house gave Didgeridoo some false confidence, and being able to spot the legs, they were able to spam that smoke with ease and just know that they may see the legs, they don't need to aim for the head and just spam the body.
Oh, and Mike again picking up 2 in mid, going to be scaling very quickly, looking to make a lot of space here towards A. Meanwhile, Mal trying to sneak around, maybe pick up a kill. And it isn't going to happen. Mike onto 3 so far. And you still have a player here towards A main. Not going to happen. Little General picking off Beans. Now down to Ominomi. Here into the 1v5. Only one player low enough to be able to do damage with that scout to a body. Oh, and as I say that, he is able to pick up the first. Oh, and a tag, but no kill connects. An 8th round converted. And we should see a full buy coming out here for the CTs. Maybe a chance for them to start putting up some rounds before this half switches over. How do you feel about this map? Would you say it's more T-sided or CT-sided?
Oh, definitely T-sided for sure, especially now with CT side not having as many good setups and being having to take map control now. It's essentially similar to that of playing like a hostage map. As every map you should be taking map control on either side, but here it's a necessity, right? On Mirage, you can leave A ramp. You don't have to necessarily push in every single time, but on Anubis, pushing into A main, trying to get some good infill, making sure they can't get into canals is a crucial part here. And nice going to Mike. Mike caught with his pants down.
Yeah, finally shutting Mike down though too. I mean, his presence in mid has been huge for the T's over these past couple of rounds. And here we go. We're going to look at Mal looking to take a fight here. Is able to take him down and now down onto -1 kills.
Ollie making his way back up, having a positive KD. I want to know how that looks like on the scoreboard if we can.
Oh, Antlion, good reactions to be able to read that peek from Beans there. And here we go, still holding that mid window. Kind of switching back and forth, looking for some aggression here. The T's playing very slow here. Oh, and Binu with the no-scope takes down Regretti. And now down to the 2v4 here. Can they do it? I mean, these are the two top frags. Little General picking up a quick kill onto Didgeridoo. A lot of damage taken in the meantime, though. Oh, and Mal lucky to escape with their life there. Antlion looking to make this op go to work. And now into a very good position to be able to hold the CTs out for as long as possible. Great damage onto Ominomi there. Little General picking up another kill, even on low HP. Oh, and Binu might overexpose himself. Antlion picking it up. This is a 2v4. Keep that in mind. Binu into the site here, finally taking down Little General, but all Antlion has to do is play the time here. And Antlion is able to convert that kill. That is going to be 3 to his name for that round, bringing that 2v4 to a win for them, and that has got to be heartbreaking for the CTs.
I mean, Didgeridoo had a good position there, holding for that cross, but just barely, had a really, really bad spray there. Not able to get the first kill into Little General, and Little General capitalizing on that low HP, playing some, cheeky corners, these really weird angles from lower. So, maybe your gun blocks it, and you have to flick downward. So, just a good positioning by Low General. And yes, Team Away here probably kicking themselves as they did have a free round.
A lot of mid presence here for the T's. Decent damage with that nade, about 16 chunked off, but Binu coming in, quickly traded out by Regretti. Taking down Mike in the meantime though. And Didgeridoo taking down Antlion with the op. Let's see if they can make anything else happen here. But it does look like the T's want to reconvene towards this B site, towards these 2 players holding here, one in dark of course. Smoke's getting lined up. Can we see what can happen here? I want to say this is library smoke coming out here, if I'm not mistaken. And the flashes are coming through. Ominomi looking to be able to hold down this B site. Taking down Little General, taking down Regretti. Now down to Gabe Mean. Oh, and Ominomi is going to be holding down this B site. No chance for the T's at all.
I'm not sure who the secondary defender there was, but they were caught off in a really, really weird spot, just in between no man's land, and Ominomi unable to fully save his friend, but was able to trade them and get the 3K. So good playing around that little pillar on site there, and he's just not really ready for it. Ominomi was hitting some really nice shots, and that's all you really can ask for as a defender, hitting some good shots consistently as you can.
Absolutely, and here we see Didgeridoo back in mid here. Maybe able to make something happen here. Antlion backing off of mid, thinking twice. He's trying to figure out where they should reconvene at, where they should execute. There's only 1 player towards this A site right now. Oh, and 30 HP chunked off of Mal here. This dark smoke gonna be coming out. Antlion has been good at hitting shots through the smoke here, and he finds the gap. Don't know if he's going to find any kills through it, though. And here comes the execute into A. Oh, and that op is going to miss. Mike taking down Beans here. Another player backside, Binu. Able to take down 1. Good damage onto Mike here. Gave me, though, with the kill. And Didgeridoo hoping to be able to make something happen, but Antlion shuts it down really quick. And Ominomi looking to peek out of heaven. able to take down Antlion, finds the second player, is not able to convert the kill until Mike comes in. Mal down to the 1v3. Mike with the off, able to find the first, able to find the second. Mal into the 1v1 now.
Let's have a kid, a flash, and a molly. Oh, and Molly's a mouth is a good play here.
Oh, and he's sticking it, and then he's pushing that volley. Oh, and it is gonna be so close. Oh, you can just feel for Mal right there. That was his round to be taken. That just was not meant to be there. The T's on to 10, putting up double digits against Team Away's only double rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to guess that I believe it was Beans or Beanu that was on that B site or that A site, and they were hiding behind the pillar, and then they just swung. I mean, as an A site defender, you know you have to play for your life there. You have to play for the surprise factor. It's like playing white box on Vertigo. You are being baited there, or you are the bait there. You want to get them baited into you, and so yeah, you can be swinging out like that.
Mal and Beanu both getting taken down here, down to the 3v5. Good damage onto Beans. Didgeridoo hoping to make something happen here. 5-7 singing. Not able to pick up a third, though. Could have been the time to just back out, though.
Oh, this nade.
That nade could have been bad. That nade could have been bad. Somebody sign this man to the NAN franchise right now. Here we go, though. The T's are actually deciding to switch up directions. They are going to be looking at mid here, and that is going to confirm that A site should be open. That was a rotator. Ominomi hoping to be able to make something happen here. Oh, that is going to be it. And it does look like Mal is out of the server again. Maybe another timeout coming through. Mal, however, still is in voice chat, so we should see a quick reconnect, hopefully.
I do want to talk about a little bit what happened in that last round there. Didgeridoo got the first of the first two there, and that's a really good kill, especially with the 5-7. 5-7 is very, very powerful, especially when it comes to these close angles. So, getting those two kills and then falling back is essential. You don't know how many more are outside B main, if any, and just getting greedy there for the gun puts your team into a deficit. Now you got the two kills, but then you get instantly traded. Sometimes it's better to just leave the gun there and pick them up on the mid round.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think that the smart move there would have been to just back out. Try and get a gun, but if it's out of the way, don't give up your life for that, especially after getting two kills like that. Let them sit in that.
Let them be worried about you being alive, and let them have to hard clear you again and re-clear out B site, because giving yourself up now lets them know that B site is open. B site is now one defender less.
Absolutely. Mike looking to make space in mid again, is going to opt to back out here. Meanwhile, Antlion just down to the AK here. Ooh, ready. Not able to pick up the kill onto Beanu. Beanu is still in mid. Maybe backing out now after getting that kill. Smart move. If they want a chance to be able to come back in this game, they have to start playing this smart. And damage done onto Gabe, me, but damage traded, and Mal getting taken down by Ant. Meanwhile, Ominomi trading on the mic. And here we go, the CT is starting the rotate game, down to a 4v3 here, two players extremely low. Ominomi taking down Gabe, one of the low players here. Little General, scrappy fight against Beans there. Ominomi again taking down another player, and now down to Little General in the 1v3. He has been playing fantastic so far this game, but is a 1v3 on the cards? No, it's not, and that is going to be a third put up. Could we see Zonix Law coming out for the CTs here?
I mean, definitely, we definitely can. We've seen. I do apologize for the interruption. As I had my mother's currently sick right now, so she has to ask me a question. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. I do apologize for that.
No problem. I was asking about Zonix Law. And I mean, looking at the buy right now, we'll see. And Didgeridoo already taken out Antlion there.
Zonix Law, once again, a very scary score line, 11-4, gives them false confidence. But, Tech-9s and AKs are still out, so we can still very much see, headshots ringing out and sites being taken. So, A 12-3, while not necessarily better, not as bad as 11-4, it's still fairly, still pretty close to making a comeback. So keep an eye out. Don't always get overconfident.
Exactly. Oh, and here we go. The storm is coming through. Little General taking out the bomb. Meanwhile, a team kill coming through. Mike against Gabe Me here. That's down to a 2v3 here. Oh, Mike, what a shot! That was just a one tap coming through. Somebody check this man's PC, please. And Mike picking up another kill. That is going to be 4 on for the ace.
On for the ace.
But it is not going to be taken down. This is his chance. 1v1 for the ace. He has to clutch this. And there it is. That is an ace. Maybe the first ace we've seen out of Combines tonight. As far as I'm aware, at least on stream, it definitely is. And that is going to be a 12-3 score line for the T's here. I mean, just look at this. Look at this scoreboard. Look at this scoreboard. The most kills you have on the CT is 13, and that's going to be on Omi Nomi. Meanwhile, I mean, you have 18, 17, and 13 coming through for the top 3 on this T side. And, oh my goodness, this has been somewhat of just a sweep.
And to go back onto your earlier note there, Willie, I did say that, Anubis is definitely more T-sided. However, if you can establish a really good CT side very early on, or even just establish yourself as a good player on the T side, I think CT side would definitely be a lot easier, especially with Antlion here being a powerful upper on that T side. So fighting angles is not necessarily a problem for him. So holding angles should definitely be a lot easier for him as well. And here he is. As fast as he's all 5.
He's going to back up. Smart choice. Going to be chased down, though. Picks up one. Not able to pick up a second one, though. Mal chasing down Antlion, picking up that kill. And here we go. Little General stuck on this B side all alone. Picking up one, though. And a second one. Oh, has to fall back behind the pillar. Is going to end up falling to Binu. Now Gabe Me into the 1v2. He's going to be rotating through Dark here. Already spot is. This gives the T's plenty of info to work with. He's not able to make that first kill. And here we go. He's gonna know that this player falls back to main. Sees this player behind the site pillar, and Binu able to pick up a quick headshot onto Gabe Me, converting a 4th for this away side.
Yeah, just good plays, good crossfires, and Gabe Me definitely knew that there should have been a crossfire there at some point, which is why he did check towards Palace there. Hearing that player fall back towards B main, and knows that has a player covering him to make sure that they can't just get onto the site for free. So good clear by Gabe Me, but just was unable to get the kill as we see a full save come out here.
Oh, and a quick rush down mid. Mike able to pick up one before getting taken down. This is just a quick cleanup for the T's. And maybe Antlion can do something with this Deagle, and maybe Gabe Me can do something with this P250, but it's not very likely, especially with this util coming out, and especially with those headshots coming through with the MAC-10. And good lord, it's not every day you see headshots like that with the MAC-10.
Yeah, especially without head armor, it just makes the kill all the more easier. Even if you take maybe 20 points of damage from like a faulty nade or something, or maybe even an accidental backslab, one-tap headshot with the MAC-10 from that range is definitely doable. But they are giving these MAC-10s, or they upgrading. Oh, I'm not a big fan of this. Upgrading from MAC-10s when you know that their buy is going to be a bit weird, especially when they fully saved the round beforehand. They're not going to have head armor, and if they do, they're not going to have good utility. So being able to read that and be able to see that is a good staple when it comes to reading the economy and knowing when to bonus and when to just rebuy a better gun.
Yep. And didgeridoo though, already putting that AK to work, taking down Little General here. The real question is, can they capitalize off of it? Mal sprung into action out of Dark, isn't going to pull the trigger quite yet, it's just going to sit. Let them think it's clear. Finally making the move, taking down Antlion. Switching over to that M4, and this is going to be an open B site. Antlion just needed to stay alive there. Oh, Beans able to take down Gabe there. And this is going to be a free plant. If I were the CTs, I would be calling a save right about now.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep your money up here. And as we see Regretti take out Beans and get things down to 14 HP so that, these Galil's doing some work. But yeah, you want to keep these this economy stable. You don't want to go into a weird point of where you can buy one round or even just half buy one round and not be able to buy the next. So keep these guns alive, have given yourself a better chance to close out these rounds, but they are in the lead. Now going to be 12-6. So they have a few rounds to work with if they want to sandbag and maybe see what Team Away like to do and maybe see what they would like to do, any tendencies that they have. That way they can easily counter it once they have full-fledged guns.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are going to see 4 stay alive for the T's here. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if we're able to see anything get dropped over on the CTs. They might just be going down to 2K for these other players, seeing what they can work with.
I see Regretti buy though, so I'm assuming they're going to go maybe for a hero rifle, or they're opting to buy pistols around this rifle. So maybe Regretti is on one, is feeling one, and wants to give it out a try. Little General and Antlion have been having all the spotlight on T side. Maybe Regretti is a CT sided player and will just go astronomical.
Absolutely, and let's see here. Quick smoke coming out. This is going to put Gabe into position to be able to play close to this smoke here. Just see what they can do. It's going to hear this flash come through. Able to get that dink. And it's going to try and run away. And they are going to let him get away with that rifle. Missed Molotov there. Couple of flub nades. And Antlion is going to be there to make sure that they can get away with it safely. And Mike tagged down to less than half HP here. Ominomi down to about 68. And meanwhile, Mike getting taken down all the way by Didgeridoo. Oh, and quick reflexes from Ominomi to be able to take down Gabe there in mid. Oh, and here we go. Antlion making that AK that he got passed over work. Oh, but not work hard enough because Mal's there for the trade. And Little General.
Weird timing though.
Now down to the 1v3. I don't know if this can happen, especially not with just a P250. Maybe his best bet is just to go pick up that AK in mid, go for a save.
It is being watched by Mal though, so it's gonna be tough for Little General to even try to get this gun. If Mal just needs, or Mal just needs to stay here and protect that gun. But opposite leave, maybe trying to hunt for this pistol. I mean, it's not worth to give up a gun for a pistol. Sometimes you just have to hold what you can and make sure they can't just pick up a free gun. There's like a bunch here, at least 3.
Yeah, 3 guns right there in mid. And I hope Little General isn't planning on scaling any further here. This could mean a gun taken away. No, he is going to opt to just go ahead and run back, save this gun for another day, and we should see a buy coming out. Regretti isn't going to be on the best formal weapons, but actually no. As I say that, we could see him get dropped over, and it should be a full buy coming out for the CTs. However, the Ts are still catching up. This away side is now just 5 rounds away from making this a tie game.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Zonics Law. I know we had a 12-3 scoreline. Just seeing 7 rounds at midway through the half, and now the comeback is real. I said this last stream before, and I'll say it again. 7 rounds is all you need for the comeback to start becoming real.
A lot of presence towards mid here, but nothing going back either way. Antlion picking up a kill on a Didgeridoo here. That is going to be an AK taken out of the equation. And Little General picking up a kill as well. Let's see what can happen here. This round isn't quite over yet. As I say that, Beans picks off Regretti. Oh, and Little General picking off Beans with the quick trade. Not the smartest decision to drop there, but, could have easily turned into a kill here. And Ominomi picking up me. Oh, here we go. Now we're down into the 2v2. Both T-side players somewhat low. Ominomi down to 2 shots. Binu, 13 HP. Let's see what General can do here. And Ominomi taking him down quick. Antlion into the 1v2 clutch. Far away. No kit. I don't know if this is a round that Ant goes for.
Definitely not, especially without that kit. Only 1 piece of flashbang as a utility for retaking, and with Ominomi in such a deep position here. Now, ideally, you want to be too far pushed into a main here, but Antlion just trying to play for exits, making sure that to make the round a little bit more expensive for them. But yeah, opting to save and just see hopefully he can bring this gun into the next round. But should start moving away here. Oh, dismiss.
An Antlion with the miss. Ominomi taking him down. That is going to be...
Oh, Ominomi drops the gun for the op.
But he didn't pick up the op. Now that doesn't matter because they're eco. However, it was still an op given away. Didgeridoo gonna have an op of their own at this point. And we are gonna see Deagles coming out for this CT side. Now only 4 rounds away from this being a tie game. And this could be, I mean, this could just be one heck of a comeback here. Didgeridoo already taking out Antlion. Bit of revenge for last round. Oh, and already taking out Mike, making this op go to work here. Beans picking up Gabe Me. Oh, and Regretti is just hoping to make something happen here. Hoping not to get ticked by that Molotov, but that he will. Ominomi picking up the kill here. And now down to a 1v5 for Little General. I mean, we know he's good, but is he this good? No, because the T's are going to be moving away. They know. Damage done. Able to pick up the first. Not able to pick up the second there on the Mal. And that is going to be 9 now. A 9-12 scoreline. If you had told me going into this half that we would be seeing a 9-12 scoreline, I would have called you crazy.
Yeah, just kind of just insane. Like I said, you know, this map is very T-sided, and Antlion just haven't having as much impact as he was on the T side. So maybe Antlion is just a bit more aggressive and isn't used to playing as passive as we see Mal here. I do believe he might have disconnected, but damage has already been done, so they can no longer call for a timeout. Even if this was for a regulation, they can now ask for a reset round. Oh, that oh, juicy nade onto Mike.
Hitting on that nade there. Mal still okay and spawn. Ominomi though picking up 1. T's might be able to make this work in the 4v5. And actually we do see Mal now disconnect. And if you're on the T side, you just have to hope that this is not what ends your streak. Down to a 3v4 here for the CTs. Op in the hands of Gabe Me. Antlion looking like he's taking a break from it. Meanwhile, Beans taking down Gabe Me. And they are going to be planting. Oh, and Mike has called that this is in fact a B plant. Antlion getting taken down. And this should be the save coming through. Oh, but Beans is coming through fast and towards Beach here.
Mike should definitely be hearing this soon.
Oh, but Beans starts to walk. Oh, Mike and Mike is gonna in fact make it out with their life unless they're hunted, but I don't believe anybody would be hunting them at this point. A little bit too late for this. Binu may be trying to make a move on it, but I don't think there's enough time to make that happen.
I definitely would, especially when at this scoreline, you want to do as much damage to the economy as you can, forcing the CTs to rebuy. I mean, that A4 is not super cheap like the A1S is. I'm not really sure how many players do have the A1S equipped, but I do know, sir, a good amount of them do have the A4 equipped. So that's $3,100 right there. That's, and with $3,750, I saw one player have. You know, that's not enough for armor and a rifle with a good bit of utility. So you have to relegate to maybe a FAMAS or even an MP9.
There's going to be little to no mid presence coming from the CTs right now. And that nade again, putting some good damage down onto Mike. Oh, and Regretti is getting tagged down by this Molotov. Going to be forced in front of this smoke where Didgeridoo is just holding, just waiting for his opportunity. But I don't think he quite sees Regretti here. Oh, and this is such a tight angle. And they are deciding to go ahead and leave here. Mid presence handed over to the CTs. Binu looking to be able to open up this B site for them. Meanwhile, the trade, immediate trade coming through there. And Ominomi picking up another kill. Now down to a 3v4. Antlion able to pick off Beans here. 3v3. 2 ops on the T side of Anubis. Not a great setup in my opinion. However, this could be something that they make work. Spots the player towards library. Able to sneak out. Gonna be pushing forward. That 5-bullet op not working here. Antlion picking up an op off of Ominomi. And Gabe able to get real close. Taking down Didgeridoo. And now the disconnect. Oh, the internet issues come to end the streak. Now 13, the first round of the board for this, or first round on the board for this home team on this half. And that is going to be the timeout called again. First it was server issues, now it's internet issues. This has been a night.
Gotta feel bad for Mao there. You know, he was on the server, he was ready and willing to play, and yet he just keeps getting disconnected. So maybe I think it's just not Mao's night. I mean, he has been on one, hasn't been having crazy plays, but has been, you know, contributing to the rounds if he is playing in them. So you just have to feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, sometimes it happens. It does look like we do see them back in the server at this point with lots of money, plenty of money to be able to make this round go their way, but it does look like the CTs have just about everything they want as well. Maybe it's not as much util as they would hope, but we're seeing 2 ops and a scout come out for the CT side.
Yeah, that money looking really bad here. They did just win around, but off the back of a couple of nice kills from Team Away here. So, you know, you have to make sure your economy is once again in check. Economy is very key when it comes to playing CS. And ooh, Regretti just nearly misses out.
Beans taking down Antlion. That's going to be one of the ops gone. Regretti, what a shot! Oh my goodness. Putting Didgeridoo to sleep here. Meanwhile, Mal in the dark area, putting Gabe Me down. And here we go, Mike on his back flat, hoping to be able to hold this down. Bomb is coming a little bit late here. Is going to end up being tagged as well by Regretti, and Regretti's looking to chase.
I mean, he did get the tag, so you want to at least confirm this kill.
Oh, and Regretti actually gets that kill onto Binu. I mean, Mal with the quick pick, but what a shot out of Regretti there, down to the 2v3. And maybe something can happen here.
Bomb has been planted.
He's in a good position here just to cut off rotates if they do decide to come from here. But we Mike coming in from A main here through boats from water, and we have Mao here holding that line down. Oh, I mean, definitely could have got time in here, but Mike. Oh. Mike clearing out that close left.
All the angles here. Able to pick up the first. No damage taken quite yet. Mike has been insane. No damage done to him still. Able to take down Beans. Good damage done. Has to get onto this bomb here soon. Is going to stick there. But Ominomi's going to put that down. Is going to end up going down to the bomb? No, he's not. Barely going to survive there on 7 HP. And we are seeing 2 rounds separate these teams after a scoreline of 3-12 at the half.
Yeah, once again, just getting 1 round off the back of a disconnect, so that round didn't really feel earned, and it didn't feel like good to have. Even when Mal is in the server, like he's been powerful on these lurks, getting these nice lurk kills, having some really good timings. So yeah, he may be 7-21, but making sure that they can't rotate or are afraid to rotate, just is a good rule of thumb.
Absolutely, and we do see a Zeus coming out for Ominomi here.
I do believe that is a HUD glitch, yeah. They do pull out an AK, so maybe I have bought the Zeus, and it could have been an accident. I know sometimes on my old mouse I would have double-clicked and bought a Zeus, so we may never know.
We will have to see. Maybe it was maybe it's a little bit of confidence from this streak. Oh, but Beans ready to take this fight. Is not going to be able to win it. Regretti again able to get another opener.
A little wonky spray, guys. Please, for the love of God, practice your spray. I know I'm not one to talk. I've whiffed many a spray in my time, so just get that down. But
and able to crack open this B site. And this is looking like a 12, if I'm being honest. I mean, you've got Antlion on the op just now rotating Regretti from the A site. I mean, a very late retake, and this is not looking like it's gonna happen. Oh, and Mal's just taking away that op. Meanwhile, Ominomi taking away another gun.
Worried about that player in Deep Palace and just has his Glock out. Oh, nice shot from Regretti onto Mal. And the second nice shot onto Omni doing some good economical damage, trying to build up that economy of his own. Only $300, but still, that $300 could buy you a smoke, and that smoke could be used for a ninja defuse. You know, got to think about the butterfly effect. Any little thing should be able to help out Team Home here, as the scoreline is now 12-13, one round between these two teams.
I think with those 2 kills, he was in fact able to drop over. No, he actually opted to go ahead and just buy himself some nades and armor, it looks like. Which, smart moves. But even going off of that, we are going to see, looks like a little bit of a full buy coming out. Didgeridoo, that's a miss and a half there. That is not what you want to see to be able to get open this B site. One round to separate these two teams. Oh, and Mike picking up the first kill onto Mal here. This is a 3-stack towards B here. Molotov coming out, not landing where Didgeridoo wanted it, I imagined.
Yeah, I know they were trying to molly off that Yakindar pillar, and yet, you know, not many people learn different lineups, and so they're trying to, you know, play around the clippings. Maybe they fixed most of them, maybe not all. Maybe trying to see if there's a bit of a weird lineup and just couldn't find it. Beans here. Oh, not quite checking his close right.
When ready,
picks up Beans.
Oh, and this is now a 3v5. What can we see for the CTs? Oh, and Omi down to 2 HP. Oh, the nade could do it. Isn't gonna reach. Oh, and Gabe Me taking out Didgeridoo. Gabe Me taking out Omi as well. Now down to the 1v4.
Bomb down as well.
Do have bomb here. Binu able to take up another one. Oh, the third. Almost. Just trying to see 2 low players here. Just has to isolate these 1v1s. That nade almost reaching. And Mike is now locking down this main position. And Middle General is going to make sure it doesn't happen. That does look like, is he going to be able to reach the op? He's not able to reach the op, so that's an op taken out of the picture. And we are looking at 14 now. This is a very back and forth game. I wouldn't be surprised to see Team Away be able to pick up another couple of rounds before this game is over.
Yeah, I mean, Sponge's Law playing into effect there. You want to keep at least 3 guns alive, and taking 3 guns away will surely put the CTs in economical shambles. So once again, they have to be winning these rounds. Even getting bomb plants is good, but now gets spammed through the smoke.
Mike picking up one. And what can we see happen here? I mean, if you're the T's at this point, you really have to start thinking as a team. Little General taking out Didgeridoo, Regretti, on to Binu. Now down to the 2v5. We've seen crazier things happen.
Yeah, the bomb is still down. They have to start retrieving this bomb now. You can't let the bomb be in a place of, you know, where no one can pick it up and take a side together. This is where, you know, you have to have a player who's willing to hold the bomb towards the very end and be able to plant that bomb. I know that player is on my team is Orko81. He likes to call himself the bomb bitch. He will get that bomb plant down. He will secure us that money, and that's just, you know, I love the guy. And here we go. Yeah, Ominami picking it up, a Mike in a really good spot. Oh, if he just pushed a little bit forward, he might have been able to spot the cross.
And there is only one smoke on the T's here, and that's on Ominomi. Beans able to take down Regretti here. Still a player in heaven. A lot of damage done on Ominomi, though. They are going to be kind of retreating out of this site. That's another flash thrown. Plant coming through. But able to get taken down, that is going to be match point for the home team. The away team has to start putting a round on the board, but their economy is not one for it.
Yeah, the economy's not looking too good here, and I just want to point out that 12-5 scoreline, they did manage to bring the scoreline back to a closer number, but sometimes you get so far and, you know, mentally you're just not aware, or you're not mentally prepared to be able to handle such pressure. I mean, it's only a combine, so if you can only imagine what happens in officials. You have to be able to have a strong mind to be able to handle this.
Absolutely. Not let smoke. Just hoping to make something happen. It's down to the 1v4. And Ominomi wants no part of it. Already trying to figure out where it all went wrong. Might have started with that smoke push, if I'm being honest, but maybe catching a timing here as the player's pushing through. He spawned, but does he have bomb? He doesn't. Bomb is going to be down somewhere in that B site, but they don't have any hold over dark right now, and they still haven't cleared out spawn. Oh, and the spray is going to come through, and it's not quite going to work out for Ominomi. That is going to be a 16-12 scoreline coming out for the home team, making up of Mike, Gabe Me, Lil General, Antlion, and Regretti. Very well played here from the home team. Again, we saw that ace coming out from Mike, and I mean, what a game. What a game, going from that 12-3 half to, I mean, a very close game there at the end.
They've kind of faltered towards the end, and you can only do so much. You only have so much gas to use to push it further and further. But yet sometimes you run out of gas and the steam is out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, part of it probably was that sad disconnect there from Mal. I mean, obviously internet issues, they happen, nobody can fault Mal for that. And so, I'm sure that I mean, what we did see out of him was great. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing him continue to go in combines.
Should be looking for a new game soon. So if there's anything you guys want to say, I guess say it now.
We'll be back soon with another game of Season 10 Combines. Join us soon. Alrighty. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are back in Season 10 Combines. We're back at you with another contender game here on Nuke. On the away side, we're looking at Omi Nomi, Gabe Me, Wabbit, Antlion, and Lil General. And then on the home team, we're going to see Mustard Dealer, Bandito, Sainted, Regretti, and Whale Valanche. And coming in from the tees here, joining in, we're going to be looking at a quick hut rush, it looks like. And they're going to be out facing off. Whale Valanche already taking out Little General, Wabbit with a quick trade, but this is going to be a T-side round so far. And Regretti making those dualies work. Already 2 kills to his name. Gave me hoping to make something happen here. Dink down doesn't look like a likely round for him.
Yeah, I mean, just T-side, especially piss around when it comes to any map. You almost always usually see a fast play. And yeah, Legal Mustard Dealer closing out the round. But yeah, fast piss rounds is like a staple of T-side. And especially when it comes to these combines, you know, think of combines as certainly like as like a more structured pug. So not too much strategy, but you know, we still have the running guns with the MAC-10s and just heavy hard aimers. But we are going to see another force spike come out here from Team Away. You know, like once again, like I mentioned, that A4 meta now back into play. So being able to afford a bunch of utility around that M4 is kind of key. And it looks like a reverse rush. No, they're stacking ramp and yep, already out on there.
And I am going to go make sure my cats don't destroy my room. Nexus, I will let you take over.
For sure, yeah. We see Sainted taking out Bandito, taking out Antlion, and we still have one more player in heaven getting burned out by the Molly, but Lil General slowly pushing into Hut, checking above him. Gave me up here, picking up that max, the MP9, and I mean, only fighting Regretti doubles up onto Lil General from earlier, and it's up to Gave me 13 HP, no kit, no utility, and just the MP9, but Illegal Mustard Dealer on the hunt, spots him out, and gets the kill. Such low HP, farming up that money. You know, everyone getting their one, Regretti onto the double up. You know, it's just a lot of well-rounded plays there. If you thought Vertigo was a go-away map, the early runs of Nuke is basically Vertigo, but times 10. Especially with without needing to smoke off ramp and just push past the smoke. You know, a lot of utility coming out here. Excuse me. And yeah, really get to more pistols now. Not everyone opted to force buy as much as the others, so trying to see what they can do here. Looking like a scuffed squeaky push. Yeah, just everyone coming out here, but Gave Me slowly working in, but Wabbit onto Legal Mustard Dealer. It's a nice one tap, and Sainted gets the kill towards Antlion there, but there is the one more player here, and that is Gave Me. Set up for success. He's hiding into the smoke. Nothing coming out yet. Wabbit gets taken out, and Gave Me onto the first. Cannot trailing into the second here.
Good damage, though, from Gave Me there with that P250. I mean, you see 2 players onto 10 HP, and these SMGs could make this round. And there's the first. Oh, the second. And now
Launch into the 1v1.
yeah, and I mean, Whale Valanche has the HP advantage and the gun advantage here. That Molly's going to force Whale out of position here. Now having to sit basically right on the bomb. That Smoke's going to give him cover, though. He's going to back up. Little General taking space towards control. Thinks he's towards single. Oh, but Whale Valanche is playing this perfectly. Able to take down Little General. And that is going to be a 3rd converted for the home team.
Yeah, Whale Valanche is a cerebral player. He was up in Challenger up back in Season 8. And he's learned a lot. He's experienced under Oma's leadership, so he's not only is he a good aimer, he's also has a bunch of game sense. Being relegated down to contender because his stats weren't very good, but in Season 8. But he is a team player. He's more than happy to toss flashes for you, more than happy to swing out first for you. Just a wonderful teammate overall. But we are going to see the full guns come out with Lil General opting to buy the opposite of Antlion, which is a bit weird.
And trades going back and forth now down to a 3v3. Lil General turning this into a 2v3. And the T's are making their way through ramp here. This is going to be looking like an open B site for them. Unless Gabe has something to say about it. Bomb is going to be going down. Looking to swing out. Able to stop that bomb plan. But Regretti with the quick trade on the Gabe.
So the 1v2 now does have a lot of HP though. But Wabbit already here. Molly misses and goes towards Dark.
Missed Molly,
They're here by
Regretti.
ramp.
And this crossfire is very good. They have every angle right now under control, and they know that the bomb is down in front of double. They just have to prevent Regretti from isolating these 1v1s.
Playing right into their hand here, but Little General on scopes. Oh, scopes back in. Playing right into their hand. A
Oh,
bit
not
of
the
a whip
flash I
flash.
wanted, and Regretti not being able to find anything. And still going to be a buy coming out. Not going to be the best, though. I mean, Omi able to buy themselves, so we are going to see full rifles coming out. Util is going to be a little bit lacking, but they have what they need. 4 Molotovs. I mean, in reality, that's all you could ask for CT side. Now, the Ts, however, they are going to be down onto pistols. 4 Deegs coming out with the Tech 9 onto Sainted. What can we see from them? Maybe a little bit of a rush here? It's actually going to be an outside take here. And bit of damage from that molly. Antlion taking out Bandito. Antlion doubling up here with the triple. Looking for another one. Not able to find it though. And the CTs are just hunting these pistols at this point. Oh, and Regretti hoping to take down at least one. Not gonna happen. Wabbit taking him down. Mustard now stuck alone in this 1v5 here. Just hoping to be able to pick up something before he goes down. Maybe a gun. Not able to find anything. Wabbit closes out the round with 2. And that is going to be a very clean round from the away team against those Deagles.
Yeah, definitely didn't react fast enough to get that kill. The cross replacement was essentially perfect. They just needed to react in time. But here we are, you know, guns should be coming out now. Another full buy against another full buy, and hopefully we might see a bit of a slower default here. Take some map control and execute onto the side, whether it's ramp or outside. I think you can't just go for a solid exec unless you're full on rushing here, and even if you know the side is weak.
Outside smokes coming through. Antlion, one tap onto Sainted there. What a shot. Still fighting too. I mean, just trying to stay alive here. Nominal would pick up another one, but Regretti doubling up against Antlion and Omi here.
Oh,
And
Bomb has made it down.
But Gabe Me is here to meet him. Oh, and Gabe Me picking up 1. Just looking to back out. Keep them from getting that bomb. 2v3 here. Favoring the away team.
Bandito, here's the vent drop.
Oh, he's coming from behind. Wabbit cleaning up Bandito here. Now it's just down to Regretti, and Regretti has been good, but can he be this good? Just catches the timing in defense. Oh, and not able to pick up Regretti. Regretti knows where this other player's at, but isn't able to find him.
The League of Mustard did a bit of a blunder there, though. I mean, he had the bomb, was fully pushed down, but regarding onto the double, you know, just because you're going down secret doesn't necessarily mean you have to commit towards going B side, especially if you're alone. So it gave me getting that first kill, dropping the bomb, and you know, molly enough to make sure no immediate trade happens. Just a wonderful play by Gabe me there.
Absolutely, and back onto pistols for the T's here. I mean, let's see what Antlion can make happen. And it's actually going to be just a full ramp push, and Antlion picking up 1, Wabbit picking up 2 here. Quick succession, Bandito picking up 1 for himself. Antlion with the quick trade, though. Now it's just down to Regretti, who looks like he's stuck towards the outside. Nope, never mind. As I say that, he is actually in towards T-Hut right here. Not able to pick up Antlion there. Antlion with another 3 kills, putting his name at the top of that, or towards the top of that scoreboard. Wabbit leading with 11 for this away side.
Once again, you know, Piss was there, no one firefighting for him towards that molly. You know, only 2 or 3 players coming out, and at least one of them has to have a piece of smoke to smoke off any mollies that come your way, while the rest of them can just focus on fighting. And without having that kind of communication, you know, you kind of just throw you lose your team around. You give the enemy team free kills.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hopefully T's can do something with these AKs here, but I don't know if it's likely, especially with Wabbit feeling confident, pushing into Hut there, taking down Whale Avalanche, and Antlion still able to hold this cross outside due to a poorly thrown smoke.
Willie, I know we were talking earlier before production. You said that you were a bit of a nerd for nuke utility. Maybe you should drop a video for CSC to help these players out. Bandito onto the first, cannot get the second. That's the bomb taken down. Wabbit tossing the smoke to make sure no media refrag comes in. Sainted. Oh, nice play.
Clean kill on the Wabbit here. Now down to the 2v3. No bomb retrieved yet. Sainted goes back for it. This should be an open A site as Mustard is going to have pretty much all of heaven here. Oh, and there it is. That should be the nail in the coffin for this round. I don't know if General wants to go for this, but he's looking like that.
Yeah, with that up, they definitely have enough money to go for this, but Little General might just want to save that up. But Illegal Mustard Dealer does have ability to hunt here. If he just swings out, oh, he sees the barrel.
Oh, sees the barrel, but
He wants to get further away so he doesn't hear the scope. Holy backing up here. That wasn't anything much now. He has it going for the wallbang, doesn't hit it. Now, Mustard Dealer surely knows. Yep,
and
now he
Mustard
opts
is
to fall
going to
back.
make it out. He's going to make it out. This is going to be a just full save. No one's hunting.
Terrorists win.
Now, aside from that, I mean, we are going to see this full buy coming out for the CTs again, along with the Ts. We are going to see rifle on rifle action here going into this 9th round. Actually, we're going to see a timeout first. Sadly, we cannot see which team called it. However, I would imagine that it would be the CTs here.
I mean, they did have a bit of a strong lead on Team Home.
Actually, as I say
back.
that, the Ts did have a disconnected player. It looks like Bandito has left the server. Maybe just internet issues. Sainted leaving the server as well. Interesting things happening here in Contender Combines right now. Let me take a look here. It does look like they are still in voice chat, so maybe just a quick game restart.
So we don't want to have another Mal. I mean, we saw how much that really affected. Even just one free round was the difference between a 16-12 and a 16-14, or maybe even a 15-15, maybe even overtime. So, a lot of players disconnecting. So, once, we can blame the player for one player, constantly disconnecting. But if it's multiple players disconnecting, it might be a bit of a mix of tech issues, server issues, and player internet issues. So we can never really know. Especially not myself. I'm not much of a tech whiz. So, but much love to our tech team and our server side team. They've been doing a lot of work, and they've done as best as they can to make the servers as best as they can. So please, much appreciation for them.
Absolutely, yeah. No, they've been doing great. I mean, obviously there's some issues every season, but with a program like ours here in CSC, everyone's a volunteer, so we really have to give them props for what we are able to do every single season. Now, speaking of that, we are getting back into this game, tied up 4-4, full buys for both sides here. Let's see what can make happen. And I don't believe that Molotov's gonna hit. Looked like it was aimed a little bit too high here. And outside presence just given over, but Little General able to pick up Regretti before he picks up Antlion. And the bomb is out there towards red, pretty much all alone here. And Antlion is ready to take him down should he decide to cross. Mustard is holding this garage peak though. Crosshair a little bit high there. Antlion just hoping that somebody goes for some sort of peek here. Mustard stuck in this position, knows he's not quite able to escape without having to take a fight, but maybe knows that Antlion's coming up on him, and he does take down Antlion, tag down to 9 HP though. That was close. Yeah. Bandito setting up a top hot molly here. See if it hits. This is a very difficult Molotov to hit. And it is going to, in fact, miss. Like I said, it is a tough Molotov to hit. It does often miss. Meanwhile, Wabbit able to chime in, take out Sainted. That is going to be bomb lost outside the Tetris position. Ominomi just holding outside Squeaky here. Mustard knows where he's at. They're just trying to contain right now. There he is, Whale Avalanche taking his name. And here we go, Little General should see him. What a flick over to Whale Avalanche there. Now it's just down to Bandito and Mustard. And Mustard's got one hell of a flank here. But only 5 seconds left. There's not enough time. And he's going to be taken down. Bandito
They're too
stuck.
trigger happy there. Yeah, a lot of mistakes coming out from these contender players. Running out with the bomb out, being too trigger happy to get these kills. Sometimes you just need to slow it down and play the game. the game is not necessarily about rushing out HUD and getting these kills and getting the site. You have a minute and 50 seconds to work with. Please use all of it. You may have to have some leeway for maybe 5 seconds, but even though that's a minute and 45 left to use, so please don't feel like you need to, hurry up and get these rounds over with.
So and that's kind of the tough part about Combines sometimes is because, you don't usually have a dedicated IGL. Now, was Antlion spotted out there by Mustard? And oh no.
Yeah, definitely did thought he saw something, but sure.
And just
Above
playing in
each
the
other?
smoke.
And he
Oh, and
speeds it.
Mustard finally reading it. Let's see here. Ominomi looking to make something happen. They're coming out of HUD. Wabbit doesn't have his gun out. He has a smoke out. Is still able to capitalize though, but Bandito with the quick trade. Little General coming in from heaven, hoping to be able to stop this bomb plant. Is able to stop it, but is he able to pick up second? Not quite. That was very close though. Good effort from Little General there, hoping to bring that round back.
Yeah, that just goes to show the difference between a challenger and a contender player. Now in challenger, we saw really good utility being used and players playing off each other, but we also saw them holding each other's backs, holding certain angles. And not only is the aim better, they have that knowledge and awareness to know that, okay, this player's back is turned away from a certain angle. I have to be watching it.
Oh, and Wabbit's gonna get caught out by Mustard here. And it does look like we are gonna see another A finish coming out as we see Sainted poised here towards this HUD position.
Nice rep by Illegal Mustard Dealer, waiting for that mini smoke to fade.
Oh, he's actually gonna go through it. And,
Oh,
Ominomi looks away. Wrong timing, but he's still able to pick up the kill. Finally taken down by Sainted. Antlion coming in late from the vents. Bandito taking down Little General in heaven. Oh, and just caught on the ladder there. Meanwhile, Gabe Me has to make something work. Maybe able to retrieve the M4 in heaven here. And just save that gun. Actually, a 2v2. And that actually is just going to be a 1v2. Wavelanche taking down Gabe Me there. And it does look like the CT's still not on the best of buys here.
and once again, just trying to keep that economy intact and, 2,400 loss bonus. They have to go for a save if they want to have any chance at bringing out that op. We did see Little General, excuse me, wielding that op earlier on in the half, and yet now they're completely broke. So not having that op has been detrimental to them. But Wabbit, look at Wabbit, just 15-6. Now look at the scoreboard.
He has
Oh, they're
been.
doing
Oh. And as we talk about him, he is taken down quickly by Bandito, but traded by Little General. And Gabe Me. Oh, he hears the noise. A little bit late on the response there, and Mustard Dealer able to take him down. Meanwhile, Sainted also chiming in against Ominomi. Oh, Regretti is just waiting. Sees Antlion there. And now it's just Little General here in Mini, just holding on to this AK. Do not want to give it up at this point. We're getting into the very late rounds of this first half, and you want to make sure that every gun counts.
Yeah, scoreline would now be 7-5, and that's, T-side on Nuke, 7 rounds is really good. 6 rounds overall, and T-side on any map is essentially really good. But if you can stretch that lead to 10-5, we will not be able to see a Zonix law here. So thankfully, Team Home are now sweeping wiping the sweat off their brow, making sure they won't have a comeback onto them. Excuse me.
Absolutely, and aside from that, though, Little General able to hold on to this gun. And finally, we're going to see it buy. It feels like we've seen the CTs onto pistols every round so far, but they're going to have full buy coming out this round. Antlion, is he going to be able to find this op? He is going to pick up the scout, in fact. And they are probably going to be sending him outside with this. So let's see what he can get done with it. Actually, as I say that, he does decide to go towards ramp. As someone who played with Antlion last season, he is a bit of a ramp player, so let's see what he can find. No T's currently looking that way, though. Just a lot of
outside presence.
Oh, and that Molly is going to end up forcing Bandito out. Regretti coming through Mini. Oh, good damage by that nade. Still one more player in mini. 2 players extremely low. Gabe Meat chiming in, picking up Regretti here. Bandito stuck very low. Antlion, what a shot! And here we go. Whale Avalanche looking for the 1v4 clutch. Is it gonna happen? He's able to find the first, tag down very low though. And I don't know if there's any 8 players to be able to. Never mind. As I say it. Whoa, Labbit looking the wrong way, but luckily able to readjust, pick up Whale Avalanche here, pick up some util for himself as well. And here we go into the 14th round. This could make or break either of their economies here.
Especially with Team Home being 1 round away from winning the half. 8 rounds would be astronomically good, and making this a 9-6 half. You know, unfortunately couldn't get the 10-5. Before Lake gets around, no ops in play, so hopefully maybe we'll see Antlion stay alive this round and hopefully pick it up next round.
Antlion looking to make this scout go to work. Whale taking him down. Oh, and already out. Sainted, quickly traded by Ominomi. Mustard, damage taken. Wabbit taking down Bandito. And here we go, Ominomi.
Oh, that's the bomb out.
Like you were saying, I mean, you're rushing out with the bomb. This is what's going to happen. Nuke is one of those sites that you can easily, or one of those maps that on either site you can get easily shut out of if you're not all together. Wabbit taking down Whale. Regretti coming through mini a bit late. Now it's just down to Mustard. And he is going to go down. And that is going to break the economy of the T's here. And the CTs are looking good to be able to turn this into an 8-7 half for themselves.
Yeah, it's 7-7 even scoreline, winning the half now. But I think as a CT, you essentially are in the loss now. 7 rounds on T side. You know, you can definitely make a comeback for this, especially on the CT side. Especially if you have strong players on defending your A site and even outside. You don't necessarily have to have an opera outside, but it definitely does help. And Gabe me getting aggressive here doesn't see much, but definitely made a footstep. They now know he's up close.
And there's a lot of players here. Oh, and nobody clears him. Oh, and the spray just able to pick up 1. Meanwhile, Antlion picking up 1 of his own. Oh, and here comes Wabbit.
Bomb drop down.
And Bandito all alone now. He's already in B site though. Oh, and he just has to hope that they don't all the way clear him. And Antlion, quick trade onto him. And that is going to be 8-7 for the away team. And this scoreboard, I mean, 21 kills onto Wabbit. Closest being Antlion on 11. This has been the Wabbit show tonight.
Yeah, but you can't really depend on one player to be as impactful, especially on that T side. You need to have all players firing on all cylinders. Antlion and Low General chiming in, but they were popping off on Anubis, so we know what they can do. But Ominomi and Gabe, you know, these new players, I know that for a fact they're DE because I don't necessarily recognize their name, and so they're definitely new, so they have a little bit of pressure on them, but they need to start, you know, activating. They need to start waking up. They need to start putting in a little bit more effort into this round, and hopefully they can shut me up with a beautiful pistol round.
Absolutely, and as we say that, here we go into the pistol round. Let's see if the T's decide to, they will just go ahead and rush out Hut like they did on the opposite side. Oh, and this time it's going to be a completely different story. CT's kills just going their way. Antlion finally getting something. Oh, and Regretti on the fast flank as well. And that is going to be all she wrote. A quick pistol round, only 1 player going down for the CTs. And that was clean.
Yeah, I mean, Ominomi gave me, couldn't really do much there. They got absolutely destroyed, and we are going to see a lot of SMGs here. You know, no bomb plant down. They want to start farming up this money. They want to start, you know, maybe even start bonusing. If they can win the bonus round, it would be super well. But just a fast fan. There's no molly to stop them.
The bomb did make it down, but we do have a player coming fast from ramp right now. Oh, and Regretti able to pick up 1, but that bomb should be down, and that is going to be a plant for the T's. And Gabe is actually going to be able to pick up 1. Ominomi picking up the player in single. It's going to be a UMP passed over.
Yeah, opted to just say this UMP, but I mean, bomb plant on the full eco.
And
that's all you
there
can
it
really
is.
ask for.
And and that is going to be 9 for the home team. Again, a very close game, so this could go really either way.
Yeah, but I do want to note that as an A player, I myself will always molly off Squeaky Door no matter what. And a lot of players have a bit of trouble trying to make sure that molly lands, so they usually stop and they wait and they line up perfectly. And sometimes you have to learn how to throw it fast on the fly. And I have a bit of a lineup, but I'm not going to reveal my secrets too much. But getting that molly down fast just prevents them from rushing. And if they do end up rushing, guess what? They take about 50 to 40 damage of damage, and that deters them. They are now 1 headshot away, even just like 2 body shots away with an M4, or even with a FAMAS or an MP9. So, make sure you have that good utility usage across the map.
Absolutely, and Sainted looking to be able to make this scout work, but not going to happen. And Little General picking up Bandito. Antlion not able to get the spray transfer over to that mini player. Oh, and Regretti already down here in B. And there's still a player in control, but I don't know if they know. Now they do. Ominomi trying to make something happen, but Regretti with the quick 1 dig. And Antlion 4 HP down to the 1v2. Isn't going to happen. Mustard swinging out of vents there. Going to clean it up. And that is going to be a 10th put up on the board.
Trying to run away with this lead. I do believe that was a bonus run. They did have SMGs there, and so winning the bonus run puts the economy in a really good spot. Excuse me. And we are going to see pistols come out 4 team away here. Deagles, Tech 9s, a couple of pieces of armor onto Gamey, Wabbit in general. Now, obviously, Wabbit being the star fragger of the team as of right now, 22 and 11. Hopefully, he is not the first one to die here. Maybe we'll see what he can do here. Oh, but that molly comes in really well.
Oh, and Regretti gets overrun, only able to take down 1 here. And they are looking to fight in this hell position. Sainted again only able to pick up 1. That is going to be a 3v3 now. Whale Avalanche already in this single door, waiting to pop out.
There's some noise here.
Oh, and they are going to plant away. That single door is going to be opened. Just playing with the door, trying to make something happen.
That's a lot of damage though, down to Rabbit there, and gets taken up by Whale Avalanche now. Left to Ominomi, go take it back, or reposition towards controller. Now they know where he is. Whale Avalanche on the stick here.
Able to pull him off for a second, but not long enough to be able to win the round.
Yeah, I mean, those Rap Defenders, you have to get more than just 1. Even if you are getting over 1, it's something that you have to learn how to work on. Being in a good position, and if you can for a fact get 1, just fall back towards site. It's better that you're alive and being a body than to just, be dead and give your gun up, Having 4 bodies on a retake is better than 3.
Absolutely. And going off of that, we're seeing 2 ops come out for the T side, 1 on Wabbit, 1 on Antlion, and 1 op for the CTs here. A bit backwards, but we'll see if they can make it work here. Now Antlion is going to be rushing this ramp, hoping to be able to catch somebody off guard here. Going to be smoked off really quick though. Wabbit posted up on this marshmallow, looking for something.
Nice flash outside does reach Wabbit. Now Wabbit is a bit of afraid for a late peek there, so he was out in the open. So for half a second, he was the most vulnerable player in the team as of right now. Bandito. Oh, nice shot from Avalanche.
What a shot on the Ant there. Still trying to make it work. And Mustard taking down Wabbit here. Regretti onto Ominomi.
Luther might catch a timing here. And gave me picking up that hop. Oh, this player's swinging.
Oh, and Gabe, what a shot. I could have swore that hit. And Mustard cleaning it up. And that was a clean round from the CTs. I mean, losing no one in a round like that, that's got to boost your confidence a little bit going into these final rounds.
And I want to take a look at Gabe, Ominomi, and Antlion and Little General. For these players, Antlion and Little General started the half off with 11, and now they're only up to 12. So they have slowed down a little bit. Maybe just a slow start to the second half, but they need to start waking up now. 12 on Team Home here is still pretty dangerous. Need illegal muscle dealer out here. Response to hit.
Shot. Picking pixels out of the sky here, and Little General hoping to be able to trade that. I don't think it's going to happen, though. HE's traded back and forth, but
Needy nade from onto Little General there.
Mustard's doing a bit more with his.
little flash there by the illegal mustard dealer. Now that is something that you guys see in the challenger. You know, some good utility work on the fly, not necessarily needing to throw set flashes. But Bandito, along with this A side, here's the lobby, and
Oh,
Antlion
and-
gets cleared to upper.
Now we're down to the 3v3.
Spots the head.
Mustard taking space outside. Isn't going to be able to catch anyone off here. However, we are going to see as he rotates towards Mini if he's going to be able to find anyone.
Antlion did spot Regretti's head. Now he's holding for that peak there. Oh, but illegal mustard dealer. Onto gets the kill. Onto Little General. Now they're worried. Gabe Me has to smoke off Mini. And now Regretti.
and,
Onto Antlion now. Gabe Me sticking to plants.
and Regretti. And man, that was just another clean round. I mean, the kills might not show how clean it was, but you never doubted that the CTs had that under control.
Yeah, fundamentally speaking, Antlion was holding for that Regretti peak onto heaven there. He saw the head. He was holding for that peak until Gabe Me had to smoke off Mini because illegal mustard dealer got the kill onto the Mini player, forcing Antlion to look away for just half a second, and that half a second is all Regretti needed to take that peak and just get the kill there.
Absolutely, and here we go. I mean, if I were the T's here, I would switch to something fast. And this is what we're going to be seeing. We're going to be seeing fast ramp. I mean, maybe not the right read, but Wabbit is still making it work here. Again, making it work. Double up onto Regretti. And now down to 4v3. And this B site is wide open. Sainted trying to challenge with in single. Bandito making something work. And the bomb is going to go down, but Sainted already in control here. And in control.
Shot too early.
An Antlion. Oh. Mustard could catch a timing here, though. Both players in sight. Oh, and General knows. And Mustard able to pick it up. I mean, that was a bit close of a round, but that was a must-win round for the T's there if they wanted to be able to get their streak back. But now we're at 14 on the home side, and you know, I don't know if the away side has anything left in the tank.
Yeah, that fast ramp push there didn't go well for Wavelanche. Now I know Wavelanche is such a great ramp player, but him just not getting one was a bit of a surprise, especially not having head armor. I do assume he can't afford it, and here there's no reason to buy it, as they did have Mac 10s and Tech 9s and got the bump run down with a good amount of loss bonus, so no need for head armor here. But in that instance, last round, it definitely would have helped Wavelanche get maybe more than just one.
Absolutely, and again, double ramp.
Roper ramp actually with a player in J-Ball.
That is true. But the T's are kind of gearing up towards just a lobby rush. I don't know if they can make up their mind as to what they want to do. They kind of feel like they're getting shut down everywhere.
Interesting smoke by Bandito though.
You know, it might be because they have very little outside control here. I mean, aside from Mustard out there, but Bandito. Oh, he drops and is not able to convert that kill onto Antlion, and that smoke is actually going to help the T's here. But Mustard doesn't care. He's going to push through. He's going to get that kill.
Bomb down.
And again, yeah, this bomb is just stuck in the middle of the site with no one to retrieve it. Saint taking a bit of fall damage. Quick trade from Mustard, and this could be match point. Oh, and Regretti is worried about
looking
Heaven.
down.
Oh, and they're not going to clear this Mustang position. Gabe Me forces the 1v1. I think he knows where Whale is at. He keeps looking at this Heaven position. Oh, he's not looking enough. And Gabe Me is going to end up getting taken down by Whale Valanche. And that is going to be match point for the home team here. For perhaps our final match of the night. Can we see a comeback? Can we see anything left for this away team? Can they make something happen here, stopping this game from ending?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of wanted that bomb plant last round. Yeah, you know, that extra $800 could be the difference between a flashbang that blinds a player and a and no flashbang that doesn't blind anyone.
Fast outside, smokes. Mustard's not holding it, and he's gonna get taken down. And that's the top frag already gone. Wilvalanche able to get the trade, but the T's are all over under.
And the Avalanche definitely hears them into lower here. Bandito, oh, this is such a dangerous rotation.
Oh, Bandito's just waiting for any noise. And what a shot under Regretti. Oh, but Bandito and Sainted able to chime in, make something happen. However, there's a trade coming through, and it's now down to the 2v2. We haven't seen the T's convert these as much as we'd like, but maybe something can happen here. There's the first. Oh, and now it's just waiting. Bandito quick on the shot. Just hoping to pop out. Should have spotted the shoulder, and that is going to be the match. Bandito with the 1v2 to seal the deal, win the game. 16-8 is your scoreline. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's King Willie. I was joined tonight by Nexus, observed by Alex. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight in this wonderful night of Combines. What a great group of games. I mean, what else do you have to say about it?
I mean, just overall great play, but also poor communication there on Team Away. They had these crossfires set up, and they just wasn't able to optimally use them. And Bandito just hitting some nice shots. So once again, just great games overall. And unfortunately, we do have to end the stream, but please remember that the combines are always open. They're open until the queues are completely empty, and we have them every Tuesday, Thursday, and I believe Saturday.
Yep, Saturday as well. And in that case, the stream will be back on Saturday with some more Combine games coming at you. If you're DE, please feel free to join us either tonight while queues are still open or going into Saturday.
Yeah, please check out the B stream.
Yeah, if
I know games are still going for there.
B stream is still running, make sure. I believe that our link is in the description. So please go check that out. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. Have a great rest of your evenings.